So tonight, going through my Facebook memories, I learned that about a year ago, After Dark has taken over. It started out as myself, Matt Beer, and a few others talking really bad things and a whole bunch of shit. Then we decided to pull the plug and decided to plug it back in, but a little different. So here we are. Matt, we're at 1 year. What are you thinking?
It's crazy. I will say I was on for a few episodes. I was working third shift when the shows were going on. But I do remember those first few episodes, and it was pretty crazy. But once we got to Saturday, came on, and we've been having a lot of fun ever since.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was definitely pretty bad. So we'll just go around and talk to the people that are here. Some people may come in later. Some people that have been here before. Some people you know a lot. But we'll start with Mr. Aaron.
Hi. I apologize if I'm a little... Thank you. I did get a haircut. Not for this, but, you know.
You got them all cut.
Good job, Kevin. Proud of that one, aren't you? Sorry if I'll be out of it for the first 10, 15 minutes. I'm eating dinner because that's life right now. But I'm excited to be here. You know, I'll get my nice little piece out of the way. I wasn't here a year ago when this show started, but since I've come back, this was one of the things I've jumped into first and jumped into the most, and it's been a lot of fun. So happy to be here for the year.
Yeah, we're definitely... Yes, Nikki, I do have a mic. Go figure, right? Yeah, we'll keep going by. He is the best that ever was, the best that ever will be, and the best that ever is.
John Cena!
Yes. No, it's a good time. I appreciate you guys having me. I'm not usually on After Dark. I'm usually on Suplex City Chats, but it's a special occasion. It's a special night. It's a year. Yeah, thanks. It's a year anniversary, so I appreciate you allowing me to be here to bullshit around.
It's so good, John Cena. And of course, he is the
so uncivilized.
The man that is probably pretty pissed at his Braves right now, Mr. Kevin.
No. There it is. All right. I'm glad to be here. I, like Matt Beer, was not available to be part of this show when it first began, but I was a big listener, and I'm very excited that I was able to transition and be a semi or regular part of the show. So thanks for having me, and happy 1 year, Matty.
Well, thank you very much. And we'll go to our...
So much, don't you?
Our crazy man with the plan, Mr. Nicky.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Well,
hey, Devin looks really good.
I wasn't here when the show started either. I was here when the show got good. I think Matty actually said that the show got good the night that I joined. So we'll just put that on record. That is the official statement from the man right there. But I'm excited to be here. I was honored to be included. This was just one thing that kind of dropped into my lap, and then Devin came along with me, and we're here. We're very happy. Happy anniversary, Matty. Good for you. I haven't done anything for a year, so congratulations.
What's up, Devin? Good to see you, bud.
Yeah, Devin, good to see you.
Devin, you got anything to say tonight?
Perfect.
Pretty much everything Devin always says. So, yeah.
What the hell?
Friend of our channel has surprisingly jumped in. It's Mr. Craig, the Barbarian.
What is it? Can you hear me?
We can.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How's it going? I've got my blue Yeti sitting up here. I heard there was something going on, and we should be celebrating and drinking or something. I don't know what's up.
Bring more of that good alcohol.
Oh, that's sweet. Actually, this isn't even alcohol. This is orange juice, but it's delicious.
Orange juice is great. If you leave it out in the sun for a couple weeks, then
you'll be
still better.
Cheers to everyone. There you go.
Cheers.
I got some more actually. Can I start out by disappointing everyone?
No.
Yeah. Bye, Aaron.
God damn it!
Why you got to do that?
So, I'll start with what could be interpreted Thank you. I'll start what could be interpreted as good news, and then I'll get to the disappointing news. In an hour and 20 minutes, I will officially be 21.
Hey!
And when I found out that Craig would possibly be a guest on the show, I reached out to a personal friend of mine to try and get a shot because, as everyone who watched knows, the last time we did shots, and I could not take part because I had no alcohol. I also have no alcohol this time. My friend unfortunately could not come through for me, so.
Oh, damn! You really built that up.
Does that mean the rest of us have to take extra shots on your behalf, Aaron?
If you want to, absolutely.
Yeah, I will drink all the alcohol that Aaron is not.
Oh, it's rough.
For him.
But what I will say is, next time you come on, Craig, I will have you that time. I will be ready.
Well, you know, it sounds like you're assuming that I always want to do shots, Aaron. Maybe I don't want to do shots next time.
Can anybody Postmate him alcohol?
I can
or
also get a
like
nice
that?
sangria if you'd like that too. Whatever you want to have me drink.
Yeah,
You know what? Go ahead, Craig.
It's illegal to Postmate him alcohol right now. For the next, in an hour and a half, you'll be fine to do it. But if you do it right now, it's illegal.
That's right. We don't do illegal stuff on this show.
We only talk about it.
Oh,
and he's dead.
And beer died. Okay.
I didn't have it ready. Okay.
And he's dead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There we go.
So, Craig, since you jumped in, what have you been up to besides hanging out as Deadpool with unicorns?
Yeah, you know, it's I've been cycling through old Halloween costumes on the Facebook as you are referencing. The Deadpool unicorn one was a favorite of mine. But yeah, it's been a very busy time. Some of it I can talk about, some of it I can't talk about. I don't know if you guys watched the match yesterday. I'd spent Gray Drake kindly gave me a shout out after the match because I was helping her prepare. I won't give away what the outcome of that match was, but I'll just say that if you haven't seen it, the Gray Drake Stacey Howard match is one of my favorite matches of the year so far.
I haven't heard from her in a long time.
I'm
looking forward to that one.
Yeah, no.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but is that the Bachelor? Is that the Bachelor one, or am I wrong?
No.
It's
It was the teams match they did last night. Gray Drake and Stacy was like the pre-match before they played the teams.
Yeah, it was the undercard.
Undercard.
Has it?
Okay. For some reason, my mind was stuck. I keep seeing that thumbnail in my brain.
For some
I
reason,
haven't done the Bachelor one yet. I don't want to.
No, you have to. It's fantastic.
Nothing against the people who shot it or the Bachelor itself. I would love to be on that show.
It's actually a fun match to watch.
It is a fantastic. You don't need to know anything about the Bachelor to appreciate the match. You know, it's just a fun. Because first off, we do get some Schmodown personalities in there. The match itself is hosted by Ellis and Abby Friel, who's a writer for the show, and she's a Bachelor super fan. And
wait, she's a writer for The Bachelor?
No, she's a writer for the Schmodown.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I'm like, I need to process that for a second.
Yeah, no, exactly. But of course, the whole reason why this came together is because a large reason why this came together is because one of our own Schmodown competitors, Jared Habon, Too Smooth, was a Bachelor contestant. What's going on? And I was a Bachelor contestant and met his wife on the show, and so this match is between his wife and his one of his groomsmen. So
right?
So Jared himself is in the match, not in the match, but he's involved
on the desk, right?
And it's fantastic. It's a very entertaining match.
We just watched it. My wife's a huge Bachelor fan, and so we just watched it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get Kaiser to put me on Love Island.
That's a very smart idea to like pull in fans from other non-movie scenario. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
Different cultures.
I was just about to say,
Chris Jericho and Kevin Smith. That's
very true.
Yeah.
Jericho.
Explaining what the JTE rule was to my wife was kind of exciting.
So you see, there was this mid-sized Ecuadorian man who can't ride a bike. Not related.
That's right.
But
He can't really ride vehicles.
No.
I want to have a scooter race with him next time he's up in my area.
What happened?
I doubt that would have happened, Nikki.
Sorry,
I missed what you said, Craig. Sorry.
Oh, I said it's just that Jericho's totally excellent. That's what they how to explain the JT.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
He's
got hair like Craig.
Hey, what about any chance we might ever see, Jericho versus the Barbarian?
That would be a match. That'd be a match.
I would love to have that match. I would say, the matches get put together in part based on the standings, and not the overall records and whatnot. And look, if the winner of that match went on to face Brett Sheridan, I'm much higher in the rankings than Brett Sheridan is. I don't think they would have the loser of that match go on to face me instead.
I think they're too good for Brett. No offense to Brett, I love Brett. It's just trivia wise, those guys were top game. I don't think they need to be throwing them softballs like Brett. Not saying Brett's balls are soft.
Yeah. Look, all I know is that Brett Sheridan's first match against Bonnie Somerville was very entertaining. Kevin Smith's first match against Chris Jericho was very entertaining. And I think that this match at the Spectacular is going to be a match that the Schmoville will love. And
I was gonna say, even technically speaking, his first appearance in the Schmodown was last year at the Free for All, and even just watching it on a computer, like he immediately, even if he's not good at trivia, he understands the getting the audience part, like him jumping out of the work crew onto the stage. Like, I mean, he didn't get a question right, but damn if he wasn't entertaining for the 2 minutes he was up there.
Yeah. Well, also it's like if you watch earlier seasons of the Schmodown, they talk about Brett. So like Brett's been in and around. Hey, Malcolm's there. What's up, Malcolm?
What's up, Malcolm?
Well, I actually, I was gonna say, I remember. The only person who would have been fully involved at that point was Matt, but back in the early days of the fan leagues, back when there was only one fan league called the Fan Movie Trivia Schmodown, which Beer and I played in, they actually gave Brett a match.
What did that evolve into?
Brett hot, and it was mentioned on the Schmodown podcast where he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna hop in and play." He didn't win that match either, but he did decent.
Split Nikki into Full Metal and TNT.
It's Full Metal now.
It's all split up, and
Are we part of that? Are we part of the collective that split from that?
Yeah, technically, yes.
There's people who've been around that long.
We're a separate Borg cube, but we're all part of the collective.
If we want to talk about the admin teams that run it, that splintered into something else, which Matt and I with Battleground were technically a part of by association, which then splintered into this, and it's a whole,
And then
so Barbarian, what have you been working on
off,
other than what have you been working on other than Schmodown? Sorry, Kevin.
No, you're good. Sorry.
So I write, and so I've been I'd taken a little bit of hiatus from that. I moved to Los Angeles to pursue a career in screenwriting and TV writing, but I've recently been kind of getting back to the swing of that, and so I'm starting to work on a new project. I mean, it's still in its early stages, but I like I like what I'm I like what I'm working with. And then my day job, I've had a rough year, so I've spent a lot of time away from a lot of things. I recently went back to work at my day job, and that's been kind of it's been good to get back into my day job. I work at a software company that does entertainment. It's like studios use the software to it's for their accounting as well as for keeping track of their rights in terms of what movies they can sell in what territory for what rights, like streaming versus cable.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. That's cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I've been working with that company for 5 years now. And they're
so it's predictive algorithm type things.
Well, it's less about predictive. It's more of just about it does a calculation of what you've acquired versus what you've sold tells you what you have available to sell.
That's awesome.
Our clients use that to kind of maximize their libraries.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
yeah. And so
are you a Dodger fan? I said, I heard you moved to LA. Are you a Dodger fan?
Here's the thing. I am, so fandom's a funny thing. The short answer I'm going to say is yes, but but it's like, I'm from Michigan originally, so my heart of hearts fandom is Detroit, the Tigers.
Yeah. Tigers,
but I've lived on Los Angeles for 17 years now, and I've gone to a large number of Dodger games. And I get a lot of Dodgers.
Tigers are respectable.
Yeah,
I actually like Detroit.
Yeah, the Tigers, unfortunately, though, have kind of gone into a phase where they're look. Mike Ilitch, the owner of the Tigers, was very intent on trying to bring a World Series, and they came close. They
gave my Sox a hard time.
Yeah.
04, 05, around that time. There you go.
06 was when they played. Finally came back from 03. They set the record for most losses for an American League team, and but then by 06 they went to the World Series. And they went back again in 2012, and they had their 2013 roster was probably the best roster they had. But then,
any season they could be ALCS.
Fielder,
you really never know with them. Like they could be a contender every year.
Yeah. So they decided. After Mike Ilitch sadly passed and his children took over, they wanted to they didn't have the same urgency to win a title that their father did, and so they said still want to win, but we want to go and do this more cost effective instead of just spending all that little Caesars money on trying to bring a World Series to town. So
the Braves did. I feel like the Braves did the same thing after Ted Turner left. They kind of
Braves were smart because the thing with Ted Turner is he had all that. Like I remember watching TNT as a kid. Like I would watch ER, and there would be like commercials for Braves games. He put the Braves out there. Like he used the Braves as an asset. Those were nationally televised games almost every other night.
That's right.
What did you think about this past MLB season? Now that we're on like the subject, but what did you think of like the shortened season? Do you think it's going to affect things moving forward? What do you think of these like new rules that they're proposing for like next season?
So I'm not gonna lie. This season, I didn't really pay a lot of attention to. I'm paying attention now to the postseason, but when the season started, I was shocked they even began a season.
Me too.
And then early on, it seemed like the whole season was going to get derailed.
Yeah, in the first month.
But they regrouped and they figured it out, and they're having one of the most exciting postseasons that they've had in a while. And I'm not sure how many of these rules are temporary versus just this year, but
I have a feeling the DH and the NL rule is here to stay.
I hate that one.
I don't like it either. But
I'm a traditionalist when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I love the DH because I've always been an American League fan growing up, but
fair.
It's I definitely understand. I like the dynamic of having one league with it and one league without it. So I've never been opposed to keeping it that way. But we'll see. I mean, I think they were able to do it this year in part because of the didn't they have expanded rosters this year early on? Or
early on,
because of COVID. Yeah. So I mean, we'll see what they go back to, but yeah.
I'm from Boston. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, continue.
Well, we had David Ortiz here, and like I love David Ortiz, but I've always been of the mindset that like I always like it when the American League, if the team doesn't actually have a designated hitter per se, and uses that position to give a guy a day off defensively. I like it when they have 9 players that can play the field and that can hit, that rotate through, where you're giving a guy a day off defensively, but he can still go out there and hit. I don't like it when a DH is a specific position. Like David Ortiz, like I love the guy, don't get me wrong, But when they talk about him in the Hall of Fame, I kind of roll my eyes at it because it's like, what are you doing? Like, he played half of a game. But I like it when my first baseman or first baseman like the Rays. The Rays always like switch out.
Are you asking a DH
question? What is DH?
Designated
hitter.
I do not know
thing
that you're discussing. This
I don't know why we're talking about baseball either, man. Think about baseball and Swin all night. Devin just said it correctly.
Sorry, I don't want to break it up.
Kevin's actually here.
What was the other thing? You said
DH
and something else. There was another GH or GO or what the hell was that?
GM, General Manager.
GM for Glory Hole. I know that one.
Yeah. Glory Hole, I know.
You sound like you know it all too familiarly.
Oh, come on.
Hey, I never
right now.
Wait, okay.
Ken Napstok taught me the Glory Hole.
Wait.
So many voices.
In the spirit of the original version of After Dark, Alan, is that how you found your wife?
No.
Alan, how did you find your wife? Because I'm looking for a wife.
If we were gonna go in the original version, we definitely have to.
I wanted to be married with kids before I was 30. I'm failing.
Yo,
fuck, man, kill.
Nikki, you still got a long way to go, brother.
No, I don't. I have 1 year.
Oh, that's right. I keep thinking that.
Yeah, I know. I am a grown-ass man. I am not a boy.
You are not a boy.
Actually,
don't worry, brother.
Put that out. Somebody put that out.
Oh,
no. Grown-ass boy.
A grown-ass boy.
Look, Nikki, if you really need a wife, just buy one. Okay? One of those Russian
I'm thinking of joining the Church of Scientology. I hear they hook you up with a wife there.
Oh, gosh.
And I don't have much income
This
anyway.
is going off the rails.
You have to reach this level of Thetans before they'll do that for you. You'd be in the like scrubbing
right here
toilet section of the Scientology.
Okay, so
but I'm disabled, so they can use me.
Aaron has a question now.
I was gonna present a question to Craig, but before I do that, let me clean up real quick. Nikki, don't offend Tom Cruise. Alan, designated hitter is a baseball player that's only there to hit the ball.
Do not besmirch Tom Cruise. I love Tom Cruise. I just want a Mission Impossible trivia contest.
So all they do is hit the ball?
A designated hitter hits in the lineup in place of the pitcher. So the pitcher only pitches, and the designated hitter only comes up to hit the ball in place of them.
So he hits the ball and he don't got to run?
No, he runs. He runs. But he doesn't have a field position.
I could do that.
Basically, this is what happens. All right. The pitcher comes in to bat, and sometimes the pitcher a bat, but then sometimes the pitcher's like, "Well, I'm scared. I don't want to bat. I want to get my big brother to bat for me. Can you do it for me, big brother?" And the big brother eliminate the double switch
that way.
I like that response.
Okay, and here's the thing: you said you run.
JB, you always know how to bring it down to my level. I appreciate that.
Okay, so my question, bringing the show back on some sort of track, thank you, was for Craig.
Choo-choo, motherfucker.
So Jesus Christ. So Craig, you'd mentioned before that you're a writer. You like to write. Really?
Where'd I go?
Oh.
He disappeared.
I was going to say he was leaving.
You'd mentioned before that you're a writer. You like to write. I assume is it like novels or like film, television type stuff?
No, not like film, television.
So screenplay, scripts.
Yeah, screenwriting.
I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember when you were like being introduced to the Schmodown, they had said that one of the people that you had known before going in was Ethan Irwin.
It's Irwin, right?
Did you guys meet through some kind of connection to do with your writing, like film? Because I know he's a film producer. Did that have anything to do with it, or was that separated?
No. So I met Ethan and Christian Harloff actually both because I worked for them. I worked for I was initially Ethan was a low-level executive and Christian was an assistant and I was an intern. And then, or technically I was an intern and then Christian got hired while I was there. But, and then after my internship ended, I got hired on to do with script coverage. So what that is you they hire people, or sometimes some companies still do this. They hire people to read screenplays that are submitted to them and basically give them a book report on it and say what happens and whether or not it's.
Yeah. Okay. I know about that.
Elevator
Yeah.
pitch.
Yeah, yeah, and so I did that for Christian and Ethan for years and years, and so
Nice.
that's
Okay.
that's how I first got involved with the two of them, and of course they're just both awesome, friendly people. So I'd stayed friends with them both over the years and whatnot.
Cool.
So, long story short, he was JTE 2.0.
Not exactly.
Or was he the OG JTE?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I was an intern for like a major production company, whereas JT.
Yeah, like
He was a schmo.
Craig got hired by a real company. JTE lied to get himself into a podcast.
I've never been
Pretty much.
Jesus.
Much
That's the
love
way it
to
works.
much love to JTE.
We are still trying to get him on the show.
Yeah, we're trying to get JTE on. He was going to come on. He'll
Just
get
so
on
you
someday.
know,
I was
Aaron.
about to say, JTE's still supposed to join us. Damn it.
JTE, if
So-
you're one of the viewers watching, then I will literally send you money to make up for that. Hit me up.
Yeah, his Venmo is Big Little Warriors.
Yeah.
All right, Maddie, you've tried that one before.
Yeah, yeah.
No shit.
Trying to get that Skrilla.
I still didn't get that. Well, I still didn't get no birthday money. Fuck you guys.
Oh.
Okay, so just because I'm curious, just because I've studied film a little bit in school, and like writing something I do kind of on the side, but like I'm not good at it. But what's your favorite stuff to write? Like, if you're like picking a passion project, like what's your preferred thing to go to?
It's funny because it's a good question, but I'm kind of in a transitional period right now because like the stuff that I respond to most in watching is not the stuff that I've always written, and maybe that's something that I need to change. But when I first moved out here, I was focused on trying to write family friendly features. And I had some good concepts there. I won't say them out loud because I don't want anyone to steal them. Whoever's viewing this,
Everybody start typing.
It's like the guy,
No.
somebody sued Sylvester Stallone.
Just say that real quick.
He tweeted out the idea for the movie Creed, and then they made the movie Creed.
Oh, I heard that.
And the dude was like, "Hey, you should get money for that." And they said, "No, you just flat out just said it. They didn't have to pay." There was no meeting. There was no agreement. Like you just put it out publicly. At any rate, so I used to focus on family, and I like family films. I'm someone who I appreciate, especially the family films that like put stuff in there for adults to enjoy.
Like a Pixar.
Yeah, exactly. And
Or
then,
like
but then for the past decade, I'd been more focused on. I kind of, transitioned, was focusing on sitcom writing. I did. I went through a program out here that NBC Universal did, and I was getting I was getting some traction there. But I was doing that whole program with a writing partner, and my writing partner and I have split ways. So I'm now kind of. I'm now kind of in this kind of limbo area where it's like, there's what I've been doing versus what do I really want to do, So the project that I'm working on is a weird like old Hollywood biopic, which it's nothing like anything that I had written previously, but it's a. Oh, what's the big laugh?
Sorry, they're laughing at the private.
I'm laughing at the private chat. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I'm reading that. Oh my God. Oh my.
Yummy. Oh my.
If you notice, he is now in a laid position, just in case.
Guys, I missed it. I missed it. Come on, guys.
Hey,
you ain't missed nothing. You ain't missed nothing.
I was bringing sexy back over here, guys. How can he show me?
Matty done beat you to it. He brought all the sexy back and went forward.
And more.
He went sexy and beyond.
Right.
And then Nikki did that, bringing sexy back, and viewers went down.
Look, guys, I'm here. You were waiting for me.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my. That's all it says.
Christy has the comment of the night.
I don't know if it's a really bad stand or.
I forgot my guy liner.
Yes, you did. And there's a god.
See, here's the thing. There were some pictures that surfaced this week of the Batman, Robert Pattinson, in a flying squirrel suit. which leads me to believe that this version of the Batman bought everything on eBay. That's eBay Batman. I want everybody to know right now. I'm eBay Robin.
You're calling him
eBay Robin.
That's Wish that's Wish
And
Robin.
there's emo Batman. I'm emo Robin.
Hey,
Dude,
what's
you
good right
should
now?
totally use that and do like the Make-A-Wish stuff. I bet you
I
make
would
some
love
money.
to do that. Hey, I mean,
Actually,
if you
Nikki,
wanted to, you
I-
could
I'm being
categorize my
serious.
disability as
eBay Robin.
fatal. It's never going to end until I die. So,
Actually, Nikki, I did want to talk to you. Our buddy
my Christ.
Joey that was on 2 weeks ago actually had a request that you
Shocker?
Yeah, right.
Just
Shocker, Chris. No, he wants to know if you would set if we do a big Zoom call. He wants to get like DC heroes and villains on for his daughter.
I'd love that.
That'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
Can I
That'd
be
be cool,
Robin?
man.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I'll be,
I
clearly,
mean, I can be
what
Robin,
else you
I
gonna
can be
be?
Green Arrow, or I can be Arsenal. I got all three of those.
I can be Captain Cold.
He can be Captain Cold. He's got a Captain Cold one.
Well, there you go. I'll let him know.
Okay. We'll do
Um,
that.
Devin, you do know you have to speak to the children, right? You have to interact.
Oh, no, he does a really good Leo.
Children.
Leo,
Oh,
hi.
Leo.
I'm
Leo.
from Earth X. I'm the gay one.
That'd be regular citizen, man.
Jesus.
What are these idiots you're talking?
No, that's my favorite Captain Cold. I didn't mean that as an insult.
Yeah.
Wentworth
know,
Miller's
it's-
the man. Wentworth
We're
Miller's
gonna
the
get-
man on
Get
our
this
show.
back on track, and because
Yes.
it's a birthday
Track.
party or an anniversary party, whatever, I think it's time to get some shots. I'm gonna go get my shot glass.
All right, go
Ron,
jump
you
'em.
can go get some milk or something, and the rest of us do some shots.
There you go.
All right.
So
I'll finish
okay,
off something else.
hold on.
I know,
We
Chris.
just-
I was just messing with you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Um,
man. Alan,
So I
sorry.
just discovered there is an animated Rocketeer on Disney Junior.
Really?
Yes, I just discovered it. My kids are watching it now because we love the Rocketeer, and Billy
They made a
Campbell
remake.
does the voice of Cliff Secord in the show. He's in the show,
Guys, look at this. I'm like
Nice.
Homelander with this shit.
and I didn't know about any of this until just now.
All right.
So sorry.
That
I
joke
heard,
goes.
I heard that story while I got up, and that I did not know that show exists, but I'm excited. I love the
Yeah,
I love the Rocketeer
Yeah.
show.
me too.
It's
a
So
show?
they're
Is it
watching it
animated?
right now. So I'm gonna
That's
get.
it.
Yeah, it's animated. It's
What
part
network?
of the Disney Junior. It's on Disney Plus.
Disney
My
Plus?
kids are watching it now.
I
Yep.
can't wait
And
for
so
that.
Oh.
you know,
I did
Rocketeer is
see
I
that.
watched
something
the
that
first 10
deserves
minutes.
something good.
But speaking about stealing intellectual property rights or ideas, I was having a discussion with my son and daughter about we should do a Rocketeer where the kid takes up the mantle.
That'd be great.
And here's what's happening right now. So it's very interesting.
Maddie, I
Um,
actually have something that I would like to pitch to you.
Uh-oh. This might be dangerous.
And anybody who steals this idea, I will come after you. I think we should do a
No,
table read.
eBay Robin.
I think eBay Robin, yeah, that's the name of the book. I think
come
we
after
should do
you.
a table read of one of those leaked scripts that came out. So like J.J. Abrams' Superman flyby. I think we should do a table read of that one of these days.
That would be fun. I would dig that a
So
lot.
that's one of those things I
Yeah.
saw the other day. It was Sean Penn doing a table read
dig
of
that a
something.
lot.
Down.
And because of COVID, we can do this sort of stuff. So
Mhm.
that's something that I would like to pitch. Find a script out there, one of those leaked scripts that didn't actually ever get made. I would love to do a table read with you guys. You can
Nice.
put it
I
out
think
there
that's a
on
great
Facebook.
idea. I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Alan, I mean,
all right.
you of course could be the raptor from the untitled Jurassic Park sequel.
Clearly,
Maybe we can do,
that's what I would do.
Maybe we can do the Duel of the Fates script.
Ba-ba-ba-dum.
Hey,
Try to bring it
maybe.
to life.
Maybe.
That was one that I had in mind. That and Superman Flyby, where Superman has
Yeah,
a
Superman
jetpack.
flyby. Yeah.
We can
As
all.
long as I
I got a jet because I gotta go watch this Rocketeer show. But I wanted to jump on and say aloha, everyone. Love y'all. Craig, you the
Alan, we
man.
might do a Trek Up this week.
So, yeah,
All right, let me know.
All
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 right.
right, I'll send you the episode.
We love you. We love you, Dr.
Love you,
Spitzerman.
Alan.
All right. Love you guys. Bye.
See you, bud.
There we go.
All
I
right.
actually got milk.
Oh, hang on. I gotta go get a beer. Hang on.
I got
I didn't know that. I didn't know
I
that's what
got
we were
milk.
doing. My bad. I just killed mine.
Grab the cookies, Deb. Cookies are up there. They're the soft ones. You love them.
So Dr. Spaceman was talking about Billy Campbell. It reminded me. I actually just saw Billy Campbell in a movie recently. It was an older movie, but it was for Halloween. I've been watching a lot of horror films, and I watched Bram Stoker's Dracula. And,
Oh, yeah. My dad keeps telling me I need to watch that.
It's a weird movie, but it's fun. But there are a trio of characters that are suitors for this character Lucy, who's Mina
Barbarian
friend. Yes.
Can I ask you a follow up? What's your favorite Frankenstein movie?
Probably the original, like the 1930s.
Original, okay. Yeah.
James Whale. Yeah.
My favorite is Young Frankenstein. That's why I think I'll like that Dracula.
It's a good one. Young Frankenstein's good. But yeah, so like there's a trio of suitors after young Lucy, and they're played by Billy Campbell, Carrie Elwes, and the great Richard E. Grant.
Love Richard E. Grant.
He's in just from episode 9, and was nominated for an Oscar for Can You Ever Forgive Me? And it was like it was fun watching that and just like seeing these actors. Yeah. So I had no idea we're in the film showing up in these fun roles. And
Richard E. Grant coming up on the Loki show as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is he? Oh,
yeah, thank you, Aaron, for giving me that information.
Yeah, we talked
Aaron's
about that.
Aaron's our news guy around here.
Nice.
It's great in Logan.
All right, I gotta go get actual things.
The more I look at this, the sadder it actually is. But I'm gonna do it anyways.
Are you gonna?
Is it milk? Is it milk?
Milk?
Yeah, he jokingly said before he walked away, "Go get a glass of milk or something," and I was like, "I have milk."
Oh.
I didn't say or something. I said milk.
Okay.
No, Barbarian.
It's so.
No, I'm old enough.
Milk
I'm
was a bad
30.
choice.
So Barbarian. No, milk was not a bad choice. Watch The Boys. Homelander loves milk.
What the? This is another beer without a label.
It looks like
what are they doing?
It's drugged.
The last time you were on Barbarian, I think that was the night that I did the Jar Jar Binks impersonation as Hamilton after we did shots.
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay, yeah. So if you didn't know what happened, when with you guys did like
you left
3 rounds
that
last time, Nikki was fucked up. Like he could not handle it. And his
but Devin, I blame Devin for this. He's the one that pulled up the song.
His lovely brother got him to rap.
I will take all the credit, but none of the responsibility for that.
No,
that's his lovely brother got him to rap a song from Hamilton in a Jar Jar Binks impression.
Oh God!
Yeah,
a friend of mine wants to see him do Guns.
And I mean the whole song, like all 4 minutes.
That's why he hates rappers.
I'm telling you right now. That's why he
hates rappers.
I was out of breath. It brought tears to my eyes. So the best thing about this that we found a Jar Jar translator. So what we did was we put the lyrics to the song into the Jar Jar translator.
Oh my God.
So it was all Misa and Yusa with the bothering and stuff.
What
so it was crazy.
Bruce.
That's why you said that.
So JB thinks that's why I hate rap. So I don't hate rap. I just don't like people.
We don't hate rap. We don't hate rappers.
Rap.
Some people hate rap.
I'm just kidding.
Wait, go back. You hate people.
You don't hate rap. You just hate people.
I just don't like people. It's one of the things. Like you were saying before, like this guy raps all personal and stuff.
That totally justified it.
I like music. I'm really a big film score guy, but I digress. Barbarian, what's your favorite film score?
My favorite film score has to be Jurassic Park. John Williams.
I was gonna say, if it's
have
not
you seen
John
the version
Williams,
where they're harmonica in it to the? It's like Jurassic Park, but it's harmonica.
No, I've not seen that.
Harmonica.
What's a harmonica?
Harmonica. It's when a whore plays a harmonica with her.
That's what I nicknamed my Johnson.
From Friends?
Yeah. So
Monica
guys,
from Friends.
Okay. So it's the Jurassic Park theme. It's where they see the Brontosaurus. Like it's like the first time you really hear the score kick in, except it's played with a harmonica or an accordion. It's just like.
I love that.
I was gonna say,
dude, Barbarian is a Jurassic Park fucking genius.
I'm trying to get a Jurassic Park trivia match going because I won my Mission Impossible trivia match. So
if I write that match,
Jurassic Park.
If I write that match, then Barbarian, will you co-host it with me?
If we can write that match, and we'll try to work my schedule to
get there when we get there.
Time to do that. Yeah, I'd be happy to.
Kevin's
in 45 minutes. We need to sing happy birthday to Aaron.
All right.
Do we though?
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna because I have a great voice and I love to show it
The
off.
last time we tried singing, it was so off key. We might have made Kaiser partially.
Sorry, Matty.
Do not give me that. You guys were off key. I was perfect.
Yeah, Kaiser said his ears were bleeding last time he did.
Yeah, he did.
Because you
when we
guys
sang.
suck. You were
when we
covering up my
sang.
amazing voice.
That is true.
Yeah.
How excited are you for Michigan football? The Shark wants to know.
Sorry, I'm a giant Michigan football fan, but I have very little faith that they're going to be able to do it in a way that won't have a disrupted season. I mean, look at the NFL. You've got a team of very highly trained professionals, and they're having to cancel games left and right because of they're mismanaging this. Whereas but I'm sure a bunch of partying college kids will be able to do it just fine.
Oh,
dude,
I'm Irish Catholic, so I have to fight you on this. Go Notre Dame.
Season for us.
That's what it's at right there.
It.
What is that? Yeah.
I do the chop year round.
Oh, there we go. Well, yeah. I mean the Schmoedown's filled with Seminoles.
FSU.
Yes, it is. Yep.
One of my best friends goes there.
This is where I went though.
Yeah,
so I have to rep my school.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that you said you're going to fight for Notre Dame. I feel like they haven't fought for anyone in years.
I'm Irish Catholic. It's an obligation to root for Notre Dame. Like I never understood it when I was a kid. I'm like, we're from Boston. Why are we rooting for Notre Dame?
Yeah,
Beer. You know Notre Dame?
Rudy. That's why.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I am a fan of a school that doesn't play Division II teams every year. So
go blue.
I mean, the Colts. If the Colts played a college team, maybe they'd have a chance to have like a winning season. Or
dude, they're one of the.
I know.
The better teams this year, but
it doesn't work. But
not the right year to make that joke. But
yeah. And can we not talk about screwing the season up?
If you talked about the Browns, I'd be able to do that.
I feel like you guys are trying to distract us from the fact that we all have to do these shots.
Absolutely.
True that.
Nobody wants to see me do that. That's why.
I believe we do. I think we all just want to see Aaron shoot that glass of milk.
Chug.
We doing it? All right.
Do it like home
let's do this.
Just like
happy 1 year anniversary TMG after dark.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, Barbarian. It's truly an honor.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I was just like, hey, we had a lot of fun.
Did it.
Devin's biting 6 cookies at once.
Now Aaron's gonna go throw up because he just chugged that big old glass of milk.
No, that was great. I've been eating spicy chicken this whole time. That really helped.
Yeah, pussy.
Okay, I'm gonna grab some more orange juice to mix with that tequila. Give me a second.
Good choice.
And then we hear in the background, we hear.
So if I throw up tonight, I'm blaming Matty for advertising that it was the 1 year anniversary.
Blaming Matty.
Matty, I'll just drink to that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll drink to that too.
Do we have to blur out the vomit if it's on YouTube?
I just found out my beer is. I'm glad it told me that it's. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't. But it says
Kevin, that's Lex Luthor's pee. Don't drink it.
It says right there. It is union made.
Good for them.
Does that mean it was made by Republicans?
I don't really know what that means, but okay.
It means the beer makers have a workers union, which is probably better than most places.
Sure. I guarantee you, I'll still have a hangover.
Dumbass says what?
What?
Exactly.
I know.
This week, Star Trek Discovery came back on air.
Says here.
And
does that mean
Star
lower
Trek Discovery came back on air? And Orion slave girls unionized.
Wait, what?
For real?
Yeah, for real. No, for real. There's an Orion worker, quote unquote, and she was asking for money, and they never did that before. So what that means is in the 600 years between Next Generation and Discovery, the Orion slave girls unionized, and I have to say it's about damn time.
I mean, do we know for sure that they unionized, or maybe they were just given other responsibilities, like they're anyway.
Yeah.
We don't even get into the
Short on that
politics
lithium.
of intergalactic sex slavery.
I feel like that's a way into a hole we don't want to go down.
Yep. No. Not until after
feel
this
like
next
that-
round of shots, everyone. Let's go.
Hey,
Again?
what are we waiting
That's
for?
more
Chug the
milk,
end of the
Aaron.
soda bottle.
More cookies, Dev.
You're getting another milk, Aaron?
No,
Yeah.
that's too far to go. I'll chug the end of the soda bottle.
Wait.
Ooh, you might get a little
behind. You
caffeine
chugged
on
that
it.
whole glass of milk.
What kind of soda is it? Grape?
Oh,
Dr.
dude, that's gonna be like soda on top of milk. I feel like is like oil on top of, or gasoline on top of water, or oil on top of water, or whatever.
I'm drinking
Probably.
Red Bull on
That's
top
my
of
body.
milk.
Vice versa, whatever.
That's my body's problem. That's not mine.
It's my body. It's gonna be your asshole's problem later.
No, Aaron, you didn't wait for the round of, you didn't wait for the round of shots. Now you got to get a new drink. Go get some more.
Yeah.
Kevin, don't make jokes while I'm fucking drinking. Christ.
Gotta go for the spit take.
I've already done it too many times on camera.
All right, is everyone ready? Everyone got their beverages? Cookies?
Again?
I have some
Jesus
water.
Christ. Devin, get the Jar Jar ready. We gotta go.
Get the Jar Jar ready. It's 11:20. What the fuck? All right.
All right,
Okay.
everyone. This time we will say hey,
Hi.
no. So this one's for Aaron,
birthday,
but it's not his birthday. So we will say happy not your birthday yet, Aaron. Cheers.
Yeah.
Happy Aaron Eve.
Aaron Eve.
And happy not
Yeah.
your birthday to everyone else who was not born today.
Happy
That's me.
birthday, you.
Actually, you do have a decent singing voice.
Oh no, I'm incredible. I just don't get an opportunity to do it much. So.
I mean, I'm glad you're modest about it.
I'm not
but,
humble
you know,
about it.
It
I'm
is
not humble
what it
about
is.
it 'cause one thing I'm good at.
Don't
I
sell
see your
yourself,
ego is
don't
just
sell-
down here instead of
don't
up
sell
here.
yourself short. I believe you're very credible.
Thank you, man. You know, I think you're an excellent trivia player.
Well, thank you.
I truly mean that. Me and my dad watch your matches. And he's like, he's always stroking that thing.
Well, you
I'm
got
like,
it.
yeah.
What? Because it
Stroking what?
Talk about
I can't think
Elvis,
of his
but
name right now.
No,
Elvis, but yeah.
Elvis, yes, Elvis.
Elvis is in the other room looking up things on the dark web.
Oh, I can
Alan was
imagine.
here a little bit ago.
He-
His son's name is Costello after Elvis Costello.
He seems
right?
Elvis
What'd you
seems
say,
like
Maddie?
he
I
would be,
can't
he
hear
would
you in
be
that
a
Deadpool voice.
raucous type.
Come on.
Go ahead, Maddie. Sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah, Elvis probably finds some really dark shit on the dark
I
web.
hear you with that pity dick in your mouth.
Like that.
I was late on that one. I'm sorry.
There.
I was gonna say by the time Maddie finished talking, all that was heard was dick in your mouth. So
Yeah.
Okay, let's play the
We'll
full
try-
sound
we're
clip so
getting
that
into
the
that.
barbarian can understand.
I can't hear you with that pity dick in your mouth.
And the pity dick was in my mouth, by the way.
True. That's a Deadpool quote, right?
True.
Good.
He says true.
Yes.
yeah, that's from Deadpool, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the Deadpool.
Can I put that in a geek match? Fill in the blank.
Oh my!
For-
I mean,
Hey, if you want me to add
for-
sound bites to your
For 3 big points. Put
Okay,
that blank back in your mouth.
Diaz just mentioned something. Superman. It's a great topic because the world needs Superman right now. I think the world needs a Superman movie more than it ever has. We're getting a Superman show in January if they can shoot it. It's Superman and Lois on the CW. The only bad part about
Lois
that
and Clark?
is that they're canceling Supergirl because now you have a Superman show and you don't need a Supergirl show for anymore, which really pisses me off because Supergirl, even though it doesn't have the best ratings and there's some really like weak stuff in that show, some of the best stuff in the CW Arrowverse is on Supergirl. Supergirl is great.
They
But
should just make a Justice League
they,
show.
they should make a Justice League show. But what Christy has just said, he watched the first 2 Superman movies. I don't think the first one lives up. I think the second one does live up. Both the Donner cut and the theatrical cut. I think both of those movies are really good Superman movies. You get to see Superman struggle. You get to see Superman save people, and you get to see Superman fight against injustice, which is really what you want Superman to do. World needs Superman right now. That's
Just
all I
like
can say.
Captain America, it's always a good time to see Captain America put Nazis.
I was going to say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask Barbarian a question. If you're a fan of the old Superman films, because I know it's kind of polarizing.
What do you think about the Quest for Peace?
I don't like. Oh God, that's terrible. But yeah.
Yeah, of the old Superman films, they're I've only rewatched recently the first one, which I thought it was rewatching it recently. I thought it held up pretty well. I haven't rewatched part 2 in a long time, so I can't say, or part 3, and I've never seen part 4. I don't believe, but part 3 always gave me nightmares as a kid because of the woman getting like turned into a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, again, it just terrified me. But yeah, but Richard Pryor's cool, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes, very much so.
He's not the worst part of that movie.
Returns. Superman Returns on Netflix now, which I think is a really underrated Superman movie. People don't like when that movie came out. Like he's not really fighting any bad guys. All he's doing is saving people. And then when you fast forward to Man of Steel, he's not saving anybody. He's just fighting bad guys. I like Superman Returns. Brandon Routh's a good Superman, and if you like Brandon Routh's Superman, Crisis on Infinite Earths just aired this year on the CW. So lots of Superman stuff. I want more Superman though.
Yeah,
I think Nikki's paid by CW to promote their stuff.
I am the Arrowverse
DMG After Dark, presented by the CW.
Presented by DC. Period. No shit.
Barbarian, I want you to know this. I won a Arrowverse Trivia League. It was like a special event. It was like an Arrowverse free-for-all. And then I was so happy that I did that. I made myself a trophy. So I don't know if you've ever done that in your trivia career, but that's one thing that I did that I'm not exactly proud of.
Well, first off, no, you should be very proud of that. But second off,
thank you.
I've given some thought to maybe making my own like Jurassic Park title belt since I'm currently Jurassic Park champion. But
if Devin can fix my 3D printer, I'll make it for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I've considered. I haven't done it yet, but I've talked about it and consider it. But no, there's no shame in celebrating your victory. It's better when someone else gives you the award instead of having to make it yourself to pay your own back.
I was going to give it to the winner, but then I won.
Okay. So you rigged the game for yourself to win. And then gave yourself a trophy for it.
I didn't organize it.
He realized that making the belt was too expensive.
I just knew I was going to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, since we're talking about older superhero films, and the last time I talked about superhero films, Barbarian liked my opinion so much. I've recently been watching. Decided to go back and start watching some of the old Spider-Man films. And what I will say is, I watched Spider-Man 2 earlier today, actually before the match we recorded. It's brilliant. It's so
Obviously,
brilliant.
that didn't help.
Holds up. The first one, though.
You're so young that you consider those old movies. Oh my god!
Well, okay,
I'll say this. Like, what old Spider-Man movies? Like, always talking about the Raimi films.
Well, to be fair,
that was when he was born.
Almost 20 years old. It's not even me. The first one is almost 20 years old.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm just saying it's like.
Oh, I know. In the context,
some of us were adults when those movies came out. I don't know.
I'll say this real quick about Spider-Man 2. There's a case you can make that Spider-Man 2 is the best comic book movie. Because you have The Dark Knight. It's less of a comic book movie, even though it's based off of Batman. Logan's really not much of a comic book movie. It's more Western-like. The only one I would really say after that is the first Avengers movie. But that kind of doesn't... it's still really good, but comparing the two, I feel like Spider-Man 2 holds up more.
I mean, obviously, I give Spider-Man 2 an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's better. But for me, at least, and you guys can feel free to agree or probably disagree with me, the first one doesn't hold for me. I don't know what it is, but I think it delves a little too far into the corniness that I think he balances a lot better in the second one. I think there's a lot of good stuff in the first one, but there's a lot that just Defoe is brilliant at times, and then whether it's his delivery or the dialogue, there's just stuff that tips it over the line for me. The example that I used when talking to friends the other day was, to me, one of the best scenes in the film is when he breaks into the the building, the news building, and he's like holding J. Jonah Jameson, because to me, that is the best exemplification of his character ever. Despite the fact that you only see him shitting on Peter throughout the movie, he still defends him, even though he's right there and could hand him over. That scene is brilliant. Up until you have Goblin going like sleep, and it's like, oh, you ruined it.
Why do people hate the Power Rangers on it? I thought that was a realistic interpretation. Like, it's a military glider. You would have a helmet on, not a rubber mask.
I don't have a problem with the suit. It's literally the design of the helmet makes it look like a bad Power Rangers villain.
I always
it's not
loved
the fact
it.
that it's a metal suit. It's just the specific like.
I view it like the first Darth Vader suit. Like the first Darth Vader suit. When you watch that, you can see his eyes.
What's up?
I was requesting someone kick you off for your bad takes on Spider-Man.
I mean, I'm an admin.
There we go. Thank you.
Here's the interesting part about those Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies that is coming out now. Benedict Cumberbatch has been confirmed for Spider-Man 3, and they're doing a lot of multiverse hopping, as we can interpret from Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. What I've been able to determine is that in Spider-Man 2, they J.K. Simmons, J. Jonah Jameson's assistant, suggests Doctor Strange as a name for Dr. Octopus. He says that's pretty good, but it's taken. It's taken by Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. That's my new theory.
I think you're grasping at straws.
Give me that electrohead, Maddie. Here, give me that electrohead.
I will say this. Remember, was it 4 or 5 months ago, I said Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield will be back because of Doctor Strange. Now we got the announcement that Jamie Foxx is coming back.
Initially, I didn't believe you.
Why do you
here's
have
the
that?
thing, though. We talked about it for Multiverse of Madness, and I said that wouldn't happen. But now it's for Spider-Man 3. Now I definitely think it's going to happen.
But there's a rumor that Tobey Maguire is going to be in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Because Sam
And
Raimi's
what
directing it.
Sony said about the rumors was that hasn't been confirmed yet.
They
didn't say that's not happening. They said that hasn't been confirmed yet.
Hasn't none of this been confirmed, with the exception of the Jamie Foxx stuff?
Jamie Foxx and J.K. Simmons are
confirmed.
But here's the thing:
the Jamie Foxx was confirmed. That was official. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like Jamie
crazy
Foxx himself confirmed that, but in that confirmation, he even said, like, I mean, I know he only said, "I'm not going to be blue."
Yeah.
But that's enough to. You can interpret that as, oh, they're just bringing an actor back to give a completely different interpretation.
The way you can view it is he's still under his old contract.
He's definitely Electro.
He's still under his old contract.
No. I'm saying I'm not good. Like, I'm the pessimist, and I'll totally live up to that. I just think this is the rumor mill being the rumor mill. I'll believe it when someone comes out and says it, or when I see it.
Because
J.K. Simmons in Far From Home wasn't J.K. Simmons from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man universe. Right. He was J. Jonah Jameson from that universe, which makes me think that Jamie Foxx, they're just keeping him on because they already had him under contract. And the way escalation works is they'd have to pay somebody more.
But here's the thing.
And it broke my trophy, by the way, guys.
So
they didn't deny it.
What I will say though, because Jamie Foxx confirmed it himself, he said he's going to be back. He put out the image of some fan art or whatever. He put out 2 images. He put that out, and then he put one out with 3 Spider-Man in it. And then you would think if Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire was not going to be in it, and this is just a made-up rumor, Sony would say this is false, this is not true,
right,
or it's not happening. They never said that. And then you look at the Morbius trailer.
No, they never
see the mural of Spider-Man, but it's Tobey's.
Oh, sorry, Craig. Go ahead. You were going to say something.
Well, I was just saying that the studios never, the studios don't go around and issuing denials about rumors of things that are out there, But things get confirmed when there's, when once deals are in place, and or if it's, sometimes they wait for big announcements for PR purposes. But I mean, I know this. I mean, also, I was at the Comic-Con Marvel panel last year when they did the Phase 4 announcement, and they were, putting special emphasis on the whole multiverse aspect of the Multiverse of Madness. And they also did say that the show WandaVision is going to play a significant role in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's I mean, it's definitely been in the works all along for this to be some sort of, multiverse related to film. But I don't know that if I were to make a guess, I feel like we don't get if we get like a Tobey Maguire cameo in it, I think it's like in the post credits, and maybe it's post credits leading into part 3. We'll see. But like the things that have been confirmed are of course Sam Raimi's doing Doctor Strange 2, and it's been confirmed that it's confirmed that Jamie Foxx is back as Electro. And it's been confirmed that Doctor Strange is playing a large role in Spider-Man 3. That is confirmed.
Well,
that's what I take the most out of it. Yeah.
Is it confirmed that he's playing a large role, or is it confirmed that he's going to be there? Because those are.
He's confirmed that he's playing a large role.
Is it okay?
I think he's the co-lead. Like I think he is the second build.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think it's Tom Holland, Benedict Cumberbatch.
And maybe part of this comes from like. I didn't grow up as a comics fan. Like my knowledge of comics and interest in all this has developed basically through the movies in and of themselves.
Yeah.
Well, but like to me, the idea of like I already thought the idea that they ended like Far From Home on the post-credit scene that they ended it with of like his identity being revealed.
That was shocking.
A big enough thing where it's like,
I think you're talking about the theory thing.
No. His identity being revealed is like a big enough thing where it's like, holy shit, now we have to deal with that going forward. And so to me, it's like, I don't see any feasible or understandable way how you could properly address that, as well as introduce all this other multiverse stuff and bring in 2 other Spider-Men. And it just seems like overcrowding. And I trust Feige to not do that. So until I see it confirmed, and then obviously at that point, I'll judge it for what it is when I see the film. I don't believe any of it because I've also...
There's a character in Far From Home that I think helps out.
Well, hold on. I was going to say, I'm also the person who, on multiple different instances on this show, has said, I do not believe that Sony and the MCU are crossing over. I don't buy into this. That's the Vulture in the Morbius trailer.
They're literally putting it in the trailer. What are you talking about? You don't believe...
It's a one-way
street. I think...
They have literally said that.
Yeah,
it's not. It's never been confirmed. It is
Amy
not
Pascal
confirmed
has said it with Kevin Feige sitting next to her, looking like very upset. So here's what it is: it's a one-way street. If Sony owns the character like they do with Vulture, and not owns the character, owns the cinematic rights to the character, they can do whatever they want with Michael Keaton's Vulture, as long as they don't mention Tony Stark and as long as they don't mention the Avengers. It's fair game. Now, I think what you're saying with the identity thing, I think there's a character in Far From Home that people are overlooking, and that character is Dimitri. Dimitri is the name of the chameleon. The chameleon is a shapeshifter. Skrulls are shapeshifters. So at this point, Dimitri is an ally of Peter Parker, which could be a perfect example to put the cat back in the bag, if you will, when it comes to his identity. Now, when it comes to the multiverse hopping thing, I think this is happening for one reason and one reason only. Into the Spider-Verse won an Oscar.
I was just about to say that's the only reason.
Sony are even doing this.
But here's the thing. Here's one thing I'll point out. When you go back to the original Doctor Strange, if you go and rewatch it, they talk about the multiverse. They do. In the original Doctor Strange.
Oh no,
years before.
I don't mean multiverse. I don't mean the multiverse in general. I mean including Spider-Man in it. I mean, including Spider-Man, because that's what I said when they started doing like the multiverse of madness. I said, I really don't think Spider-Man's going to be included with that because I think that has to do with the Sony deal. Now that they've announced that Cumberbatch is in Spider-Man 3, I think he'll have it. Tom Holland will have a cameo in Doctor Strange, but then Spider-Man 3, we're going to reach into the multiverse in the quote unquote Spider-Verse context of it. I don't think they would have done that with Spider-Man 3 if it hadn't been such a success with Spider-Verse. I think they would have done it with the MCU overall, though.
Is this confirmed?
Yes. I just looked it up.
Okay.
Spider-Man 3.
I didn't know for sure.
It's December 2020 or 2021.
No, it's not going to be before. They're gonna.
Yeah, Sony did say they would push.
They're going to be shifting all their. They shifted all the release dates. They're going to shift that release date too.
So
That's what I was gonna say.
Because Black Widow needs to come out before Falcon and Winter Soldier. WandaVision needs to come out before Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange needs to come out before Spider-Man. It's already written in the script. That's why we haven't seen Falcon and Winter Soldier yet. They're still shooting it, but enough of it is done that they could have released it. But they can't release it without us knowing what happens with Thunderbolt Ross and Black Widow.
Right.
That was my point right there.
Right.
I just want to see Scarlet again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love Scarlet.
Hell yeah.
I want her to be alive at the end. I want her to have a cameo where she like somehow gets
pushed back. Yeah. Okay.
What did you say here? I can't see what's been highlighted there.
It says the film has since been pushed back to December 2021 due to coronavirus.
So hold up. Can I?
Spider-Man 3.
I know what happened. Can I interject? Okay, so that move happened before the MCU moved their slate. The MCU jumped everything back, but that movie hasn't moved. But that is going to get moved because it hasn't filmed yet, and Holland is filming what's it called? Uncharted right now. So there's no way they're going to turn. There's no way they're going to turn this around in a year.
Screen Rant posted this 13 hours ago, though.
But there's so much stuff coming out in 2021 just because everything that was going to come out this year,
and
we're going to push it.
We don't even know what's going to happen, so it could get pushed again.
So this is where and again, I'm sorry to sound like the pessimist, but I just think sometimes, like, imaginations run wild. Like, Nikki just made a comment of, like, well, we need to see Falcon and Winter Soldier after Black Widow because we need to know what happened to Thunderbolt Ross first. Thunderbolt Ross is not in Falcon and Winter Soldier. That has never been confirmed or mentioned once. Where?
It hasn't been confirmed, but I promise
I thought I heard something at one point that he was going to make an appearance. I'll look it up just to make sure, but I thought
because I've already looked it up. The only other character that's been confirmed.
No, I believe you. I believe you fully, Aaron, and I appreciate you playing devil's advocate. That's a role that you're speculating responsibly. You're doing what Knapsack always says you should do.
Yeah, so like the only other person that has been since they announced, because they announced the main cast months ago of Bucky, Falcon, Agent 13, Helmut Zemo, and then Wyatt Russell joining as I think John something.
It's all speculation, but we're assuming that Wyatt Russell is Thunderbolt Ross's choice to take over as Captain America. That's
he's playing U.S. Agent, right? That's the character.
Yeah, he's playing U.S. Agent, and he's been seen with the set photos with the shield. So what I assume is Thunderbolt Ross doesn't want Falcon as Captain America because Falcon didn't follow his orders when the Sokovia Accords happened, so he wants Wyatt Russell. I think it's a secret thing that they're playing. That's why if Falcon and Winter Soldier came out before Black Widow, and there's a cameo of Thunderbolt Ross where he has like more mischievous plans with the Thunderbolts, it would ruin Black Widow because I think what's happening in Black Widow is
let's not talk about this.
Okay. But this is where I'm getting at, and this is why.
Hey guys, have a round of shots.
I wish.
Go get your bill, Karen.
So this is what I'm getting at. I love seeing the enthusiasm from people who love this stuff and want to see this all come to fruition. But this is all built on stuff that's just rumored. All that's been confirmed about these films is that Jamie Foxx is coming back. Like, if I look at like Falcon and Winter Soldier, the only other returning cast member from a film that's been confirmed is George St. Pierre is coming back as Batroc from his cameo in Winter Soldier. That's it. So even though I see Nikki's point of view of where you can get there from speculation of how that could happen, and I'm not shitting on Nikki in particular.
No, and I disagree with you, but I love your perspective because
so
you're
many
viewing
people
it as one-off.
Speak anticipation and prediction as fact, and that's where I have an issue with it. Nothing's been confirmed except Electro. It could come out down the road based on what's confirmed. That the only thing that's happening is they went, hey, we think Jamie Foxx could make a good Electro. He's coming back to be a different interpretation of the character,
just like we did with J.K. Simmons.
Right.
So,
and I'm with you on this because I was like way like behind the bar when it comes to like the Spider-Man Doctor Strange crossover. I was one of those people that was like saying, "Hey, don't get your hopes up for Spider-Man and Doctor Strange because that's a Marvel movie and Sony owns Spider-Man." And I love what you're saying. I think people really should tamper their expectations. The Jamie Foxx thing though just stokes the flame. So it's not even that I think you're wrong. I just think that all of this is intentional.
Well, and also this is stuff they considered for, and they've considered bringing Maguire and Garfield in for the first Into the Spider-Verse. So and
I think they were worried it wouldn't cross over with mainstream fans.
Well, no, it was more that you wanted to keep the focus on Sean McMoore and Miles Morales and yada yada.
Yeah,
but
and that's an incredible movie. I love it.
Incredible.
No,
and I'm not a big animation fan, but that's incredible. And I fixed my trophy. I glued it back together.
Such a marvel to watch.
All right, Matt,
I had to double down on that joke.
That was unforgivable.
I have to milk every bit of that joke.
We need to take another shot because Kevin said that. Jesus Christ.
True that. Hey, I got a good toast. So may your troubles.
It's still Aaron's birthday.
Oh, is Nikki getting something? Okay, I'll wait.
So I will say, I do disagree with Nikki that, Black Widow needs to come out before Falcon and Winter Soldier because Black Widow is a prequel. And I don't necessarily think, has much to do with Falcon and Winter Soldier. There's that. Now, before the Jamie Foxx thing happened, I was pretty sure about Toby just because of Doctor Strange 2 with Sam Raimi directing. I was more like 40%. Now I'm 65% he's coming back. But with Electro coming back, I'm 99% sure Andrew Garfield's coming back. Because why would you bring Electro in, a character that not loved by people, as far as the performance goes? Why would
so
you bring
if that's
him
not
back?
a rhetorical question, the answer is to get you excited and to get you to be talking about multiverse.
But I'm not saying like a main role. I'm talking. I mean, it could be just a cameo. It could be like 5 seconds.
The other thing to point out is that Sony signed Andrew Garfield to a 3-picture Spider-Man deal. He's made 2 Spider-Man films, which means he's under contract for a 3rd.
Same with Jamie Foxx.
All right,
and when you
technically contracted to do one more.
It's a cheaper contract than they would have to sign a new A-list actor to now. It's smart business by Sony, and it's smart storytelling by Marvel. I honestly think that Aaron could be right, that we're all just being ridiculous and reaching, but that's what they want us to do.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, look, what else do we have going on? Let's get excited about movies coming out in 3 years.
It is Marvel stuff is coming out, but we're still talking about the MCU.
That's a toast right there.
There hasn't been an MCU movie that came out since Spider-Man Far From Home, and we're still talking about it a year and a half.
I'm excited about that. It comes out in like a week.
Yeah,
I'm really excited about that Borat too.
Where did he find time to film that? I just haven't read into it. Where did he film that? Like when?
He filmed it here. He filmed it in the US.
He's always filming. Did you watch his show on HBO, the Coming to America, or no? I don't think that's the name of it.
I think
it's called something like that.
Are you talking about the America, like the Ali G show?
Yeah, it's something. No, not the Ali G show. It's the one where he plays like four or 5 different characters, and he ropes all these all these Republicans and very right-leaning people into saying like some really bad stuff. He gets like crowds of people to chant like really awkward things. Like,
and would you agree
it's a funny show.
That's one of those things that wouldn't happen without COVID?
Who is America? That's it. Yeah.
But Kevin, do you think that would happen if COVID didn't happen?
Oh, I mean, maybe.
This movie was the word. He shot most of this before COVID. He would have.
They shot it before. Okay.
Yeah.
Because they just did a West Wing thing, like this West Wing stage play. It was an episode of the West Wing, Aaron Sorkin's show, The West Wing, Martin Sheen, Rob Lowe. And it was a stage play that they put on HBO Max. It was for Michelle Obama's foundation. And they didn't change the script at all. The only thing they changed was they put Sterling K. Brown in as chief of staff because the guy that played chief of staff had passed away during the shooting of the show. But they had all these like COVID things. The funniest thing about the show is during the opening credits, they show Aaron Sorkin and he's just wearing a mask. So it's just like created by Aaron Sorkin. It just shows him on the sidelines with the mask away from people. But it's just one of those things that thing right there, the West Wing reunion, that doesn't happen unless COVID happens.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think that some of the best stuff that's coming because of COVID?
I mean, I obviously like it. I think COVID is, even though it's horrible, obviously don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
it. It would be awesome if it
No.
never happened. If I could go back in time, I'd
Silver
figure
lining,
out
though.
who started it and been like, hey, don't
eat bats.
and then we'd stop. So I'd be like, don't eat that bat. You're gonna cause a pandemic. Don't do that, please. Thank you.
The
And then
boneyard
we're okay. Anyway, I think though with COVID and the whole situation and whatnot, it's really caused a lot of people to be more creative with the way they make their movies. Like there's that movie with Denzel Washington, John David Washington, and Zendaya. They filmed during COVID that nobody knew about. You have like stuff like that coming out. We're starting to get smaller things, and people are going to have to start, thinking outside of the box because there's limitations as far as what you can do and whatnot. So COVID's bad. Let's kick it out.
And when I watched this West Wing thing, there was a lot of one-on-one stuff.
I was going to say, are we talking in terms of like releases or like filming?
No, like
I'm talking in terms of filming. When I asked you, I was talking in terms of filming because the thing about this West Wing special was they specifically picked an episode where they had a lot of one-on-one scenes. Like it was mostly a bottle episode, so you would have scenes where it was just like Allison Janney and Dule Hill and Sterling K. Brown. Like there was no more than 3 or 4 people on stage at the same time.
Yeah.
So what I think is interesting about that is people need to end up writing things that end up matching the COVID guidelines so that they don't have to like expose a large number of people. And what you're getting is these small cast projects. Yeah. So what I was asking is like, have you seen anything that they're working on at this time that's interesting that they wouldn't have worked on?
Well, Borat.
Borat. I don't think that comes without COVID.
I think they still would have made it, but it completely changed how it was made and whatnot. Because it would have been same thing because the whole thing, it's
because there's a entertainment vacuum right
now. Now, one thing that I appreciated is all of these major table reads you're seeing on YouTube.
Yeah, true.
Fast Times.
The Fast Times at Ridgemont.
Yeah, the Fast Times. The
table read. That's what made me think of the table read with Sean Penn.
I was gonna say,
but if they remake that movie, I want Shia LaBeouf to be in it. He was great.
He might be a little old to be a high school student anymore, though.
I'm a little old to be a high school
student. Look at McConaughey in that movie, though. Look at McConaughey in that movie.
Maybe they
could Dazed and Confused.
That stays in Confused.
Yeah, that stays in Confused. But
no, maybe they could. I don't know. They could work it to where maybe Shia, he was in high school for a while, just hasn't been able to graduate because he's just not good at school, or that he keeps, getting held back.
And it's funny. It makes you think that Disney almost had hindsight to the whole entire shutdown thing because the technology that they're using with the Mandalorian, with the virtual set, with the omnidirectional screens and stuff, it's almost like it was made for this time period. What the hell are you doing back there?
By the way, the Rays Astros game just ended. If anyone's interested,
who won?
The Rays, Tampa Bay Rays, are going to the World Series.
Really?
Rays and Braves. Let's go.
Rays and Ducks.
I'm just glad Joe Madden still isn't there.
All right, can we take the shot or drink?
We can't. I thought we already did.
We can do another one. Let me pour my glass here.
Another thing that I thought of though, the Parks and Rec reunion, that was another thing that had Rob Lowe in it, where they did the whole thing virtually, and they did for 30 Rock too. Those are just episodes of a TV show that ended years ago.
I do want to give a shout out real quick to all the Florida State fans because Florida State beat North Carolina today. Number 5 North Carolina. Makes me feel better about the last game Notre Dame played against Florida State.
If you feel good, I feel good.
Yeah,
FSU's finally coming back into the picture.
It only took every single other school to stop playing football.
True.
Maddie, can we shoot a message for this charity event with the DC characters? Devin's dressed up like Green Arrow right now. We can appear live too.
Well, I'll have to get a hold of Joey. I'm not sure when he wants to do it.
Okay. Well, whenever you are, me and Devin are totally in for that. That's the stuff we live for. We love DC. We love dressing up as DC characters.
All right, I'll let him drink.
All right,
okay, so I'll shut up and drink. That'll make me talk more, though.
May the best day of your past be the worst day of your future.
All right,
Kevin, that was beautiful.
It's an old
Kevin.
Irish toast.
It's an Devin, Kevin, Devin, whatever the fuck your name is. That meant something.
Whatever the
That
I said-
K
I say
right
Devin a
there
lot,
makes that K sound.
Freudian slip.
The alcohol's
Devin
gone to
has
his
just
brain.
put on the Green Arrow costume.
Well, hey
Or the
guys.
Mandalorian helmet.
Hey, what?
Hey everyone.
Matches.
I'm gonna have to take off. It's time for me to
Just too
go.
drunk?
I just want to say happy 1 year anniversary After Dark. It's been fun.
Thank you, JB. Thanks for being here, bud.
We love
TMG
you, buddy.
Entertainment. Yeah, love you
Live long
guys.
and prosper, JB.
Nice to meet
Nice
you, John
meeting you.
Cena.
Yeah, nice meeting you, Barbarian. You're
He still
you're really
hasn't even noticed.
You've never been on one of our shows with Barbarian before?
Nope.
Well, Barbarian
He comes
was
a
on one
lot.
show when he wasn't here, so
The
Yeah.
last time I seen him, he was kicking ass in a tournament.
There you sit.
Whenever I watch, yeah.
All
Thanks,
right,
JB3.
yeah.
John
See you guys
Cena.
later.
everybody.
See you, bud.
Yeah.
Nice.
I still don't
I like
think
how
he
he never
realized his
changed the
name.
John Cena name tag.
I
I want to say, Barbarian, every time that I watch the Schmodown and you're there, I turn to my dad and say, I know that guy.
I know, right? It's weird.
Yeah. Makes me feel special. I don't feel special a lot, but that makes me feel special.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad I can give you that special feeling.
When you put it that way.
Nikki's been needing that special feeling a lot in life. So.
That special feeling, yeah.
I see. Roger. I get to say that when every match comes on.
Nice.
Hey, I know that guy.
Yeah, true.
I was gonna say it, and this is where Nikki can get like his brag thing ready. Like between the people that I knew before they moved up from the fans, and then all the people that have had the opportunity to meet, like through the guests that we've had come on this show, I feel like every other match I'm watching, I'll be like, I know that guy.
Yeah.
It's not as weird.
You, Kaiser, I always say Adam. Adam's a good guy. He's a good friend of the show. Paul sent a graduation message to Devin. That was really cool.
You graduated?
I mean,
You're all my friends. I don't have real friends. It's you guys.
We've already had a couple. We recorded a TM Geek match today with Chance. Another
Right.
cool guy. So yeah,
Without me,
I really love Chance and I have an on-screen brouhaha going on. But I think he's a great dude. I talk to him all the time.
you should come out
he
to
is a cool guy.
I was gonna say, Matt, I'm gonna word this in the worst way possible, but me and Matt used to be Robert's boss.
Yeah, I guess.
I want to get
Boss.
technical.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Robert who?
I'm
To
sure
explain
he's.
that,
I'm sure he.
Before
views
he
it
was
that way.
doing real videos, Robert Parker was an admin for our channel, like this channel.
Oh yeah, no, I know of that. Yeah. Robert and me have
Boss, a
a
little
similar
fuck.
ability to look like we're
Boss, a little
14 years old when we're actually much older.
You weren't here back in the day, Kevin. We used to whip bitches
No.
back then, man.
Yeah.
God Almighty!
That's
Not a good thing to say.
No.
That's little dick attitude.
Devin, how do you feel about that?
Well, now I'm the bitch getting whipped, so I know how it feels.
True.
Who's whipping you?
He said.
No, but okay. So
Kevin,
I was gonna say to steer the conversation in a more serious route. It was something Chris mentioned in the chat, so I thought I'd bring it up. We talked about Sorkin and we talked about Sacha Baron Cohen. This week saw the release of The Trial of the Chicago 7, which, with the new Oscar rules this year of a movie not needing a theatrical release in order to apply.
Can I just say that I object that because of Bad Boys 3? Bad Boys 3 would be nominated for Best Picture if they hadn't changed that rule. Aaron, sorry.
Can I say this?
I'm just outraged.
100%. I feel it's like probably the third best film released in theaters this year so far.
Yeah, you're
Bad
right
Boys
about
3
that.
is incredible.
I'd
Bad
say
Boys 3
Tenet
and
number
Invisible
one,
Man.
Well, I would say Tenet number 1, Onward 2, Bad Boys for Life 3, Invisible Man 4. Those are my
That's the
fours.
thing. Tenet I didn't get to see because theaters around here in Massachusetts.
Oh, no, Tenet-
And,
Same here.
Onward I saw at home because of COVID too.
Your order is almost identical to mine, except just my personal taste. The Gentleman is above all of them. I love that movie.
Gentleman was great. Gentleman is so
Yeah,
underrated.
Gentleman is not above all of them because Tenet is above them all. I would put Gentleman.
They're debatable. I think Tenet's great. I need to see it a second
was
time.
pretty good in that movie.
the way
I
Matt
do love the gentleman, but like I legit love Bad Boys for Life. Bad Boys for
Bad
Life.
Boys for Life is so good.
Like
It's Gemini Man, but 10 times better.
I'd never
Oh yeah,
seen.
no, it was like
Oh god.
Bad Boys for Life is the movie Gemini Man wished it was.
Okay, everybody get out of here. Me and Barbarian are going to talk about Bad Boys Life for the next minute.
Oh, you're going to say we're just about to go make out or something. Jesus.
Yeah, me and
room.
you, we're going to talk about Bad Boys for Life, and then when 12 p.m. run comes around, Aaron will jump back in, and then we can say happy birthday to him. So,
Okay.
what is your favorite part of Bad Boys?
Right, wait, what time? Wait. What time zone is it? Is it 12 or 8?
Okay, 12 a.m. now. Aaron's in Florida.
12 a.m. my time.
Happy birthday
to you.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy
birthday, Mr. President.
Happy birthday
Barbarian made me take shots, so I blame him for that.
I think he's
Okay,
crying.
all
That's
right,
like
all right,
you're
all
happy
right.
out there. It's never mind.
Okay, so Nikki, I actually could hear your voice. Not bad. Barbarian, great job. Kevin, good job on the nipples.
It's what I do.
What you said. Wait. What?
I was looking right because I can't look at people in the
Kevin was literally here just rubbing his nipples while he was singing.
That's what I did for Maddie, so I feel
Kevin,
like
you're
I have to
supposed
do
to
it.
wait until
I feel like I
after
have to
the
do
show
it for everyone now.
It's fair.
Or else
Don't
it's
you dare
showing,
do that for me. You missed my birthday. My birthday was
or
a couple
else
weeks
it's showing favoritism. Well, here you go. Happy
I didn't want
birthday
that.
to you. All right.
Dude,
Well,
switch out.
So,
Switch out for
again,
somebody more feminine.
So I was gonna say, because we were talking about Bad Boys for Life.
Wait, no, before we do this, first off, we all need to have a drink to Aaron for his actual birthday.
yes, it is.
We have a drink to not his birthday. Let's have a drink now. For his birthday.
Kevin, grab more cookies.
Hold on, if you want to wait, I can go get another shot of milk if it's entertaining.
I love that chair. That's so awesome.
I'll be back in a second. I'll go get more milk for the bit.
More milk.
He said it's for the bit, but really it's because he loves that milk.
I know. I have a feeling
Barbarian,
he microwaves it, gets it nice and room temperature.
That's what I do. I do that at the end of every show. Helps me fall asleep. No shame here. I put a little nutmeg in it. Delicious.
Some people do. Hey, whatever you got to do.
Do you like The Boys on Amazon?
Shot of rum.
I have not been watching The Boys on Amazon yet. I intend to. All my friends who watch it love it. And one of my friends, I think she represents Homelander. She's like,
There's some kinky stuff with milk and Homelander, guys.
I haven't gotten that far yet, but it's interesting.
You have. It's subtle at first. It's subtle at first.
Yeah, one of my good friends is a talent manager out there. I'm pretty sure Homelander was her client. I mean, we hung out at Comic-Con the year The Boys came out because she was there to work with her clients on The Boys.
That's great.
Fun story. That's when I met Ruben Fleischer,
Nice.
director of director of Venom. And he, I
almost watched
it. I was a little drunk. I was a little drunk when I met him.
A little.
I was invited because I was invited to the bar, and I just came from a party where it was an open bar, and so it was like me, Red Sonja, and two of our friends. And each time any of us would go to the bar, we'd get 4 free drinks. And then, but we were going we just kept 4 of us would go to the bar and bring 4 drinks, 16 drinks total back to the table.
Yeah.
So, and then I get a text from my friend, the talent manager, is like, "Hey, come to the bar." And I go to the bar. She has another client that was on the Superstore. And Superstore is having a panel that year.
Yeah.
And she represents Ben Feldman.
America Ferrera, right?
Well, yeah, America Ferrera is the female lead. Yeah.
She's
At any rate, and Ruben Fleischer's a producer on the show. So my friend invited me to the bar, and I was drunkenly talking to him. But in my mind, I got his name confused with Rupert Sanders because I was drunk, and I was like, "You're the guy that directed the Snow White and the Huntsman." He's like, "No, you're not the guy that dropped with Kirsten Stewart."
I didn't have sex with Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true that. Hey, I would love
I did
to
that with
hook up
Michael
with
K.
Kristen
Williams
Stewart.
and Strahan K. Brown.
How my brain confused, he and I were talking about how my brain confused Rupert and Ruben because I was inebriated, and just we talked about trivia for a long time.
Nice.
And I of course asked him, the question anyone should ask Ruben Fleischer if they meet him, which is, So how did the Bill Murray's how did the no it wasn't about that. I asked him how did Bill Murray's line about any regrets come about? He's like, oh no, that was all Bill.
Yeah.
Any regrets? Like Garfield.
Garfield, yeah. How about that? It's just such an honest answer. See,
We're talking about Zombieland?
Yeah, Zombieland. Garfield.
Well, it's not like I mistook Ruben Fleischer for Rupert Sanders, and it was awkward.
In real life?
Yeah.
Yeah, in real
that's
life.
awful. I'm sorry.
No, anyway. Yeah, your milk. Let's do the try. I have to leave shortly, so this is good that we get this done, and then we'll
let's make this worth
I was gonna say, you drinking alcohol in my head, I'm just picturing a mirror and you telling yourself to take more shots. Because that's been my career when it comes to vodka.
I mean, look, right now I'm literally looking at a screen and I see myself telling myself to take a shot.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
But I'm also telling the rest of you to take a shot on my screen too. So
I feel like you're in every mirror of me. Devin is embarrassed to be around me right now.
It happens.
Okay, here we go.
We doing
that
it?
Green Arrow suit's a little temperature contained.
You can actually drink now.
Well, take it off. You're
This
bigger than me.
this one is a happy birthday AA round one.
Happy birthday!
Don't make me sin again.
I cannot lift my
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You know what? If we saying happy birthday on air, like the regular happy birthday, 5 years ago, we would have gotten flagged for copyright.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
But it's public domain now, so we can do it.
Yeah.
That's why they'd
Every
always
time-
do the Wonder version.
Right.
TV.
I was gonna say they always would either like do
Happy
same way with like restaurants singing
Yeah,
like their
Outback
own
Steakhouse. They'd always like
their own
"Okay,
little version of shit.
that's it, go."
That's why. Yeah.
Yeah, public domain.
All right, gentlemen, I need to get going. This has been a delight as always, and I think I'm still booked to come back on for like episode 102. Is it 102? I'm supposed to come on for
If
103.
you ask me not to appear on that show, I won't.
I don't know. I'll only ask Aaron not to appear. No, I'll ask Aaron to appear with alcohol because you're
I
now
will.
legally
I got
able
you.
to buy it.
I got
and I'm
you.
going to make you mix your alcohol with your milk.
Ooh, you better
I
get
can
some
make a
Baileys.
drink out of that. My
So
dad
I
was
was
a
gonna say
bartender. He makes so
Baileys
many
or
good drinks.
maybe Fireball for
Espresso
the
martini.
afternoon.
That's a good one. You put milk.
Fireball? No.
Fuck that. Fireball is
have-
for people
It
I have
can't
that
be as
thrown-
bad. When I was at Universal, I was at Universal once, and a bartender talked my very drunk friend into thinking mixing Fireball and Angry Orchard was a good idea.
That is a good
That's a
idea. It
fantastic
tastes like a
idea.
it tastes like a cinnamon
People that
apple.
don't know how to mix drinks.
It tastes like
My
apple
dad
pie.
would scoff at
That
you.
is a great mix right there.
I'm gonna show this to my father, and he's gonna tell you all the reasons why you're wrong.
No, you know what? He's going to say, hey,
I
know that
bartended
guy.
in college, though. It really is a good
Here's
drink.
what you want to do. You want a Washington apple. I think that's Crown Royal mixed with some apple pucker. If you want a good like cinnamon, like spicy apple drink, the Crown Royal, the cinnamon notes of the Crown Royal, it's subtle. It's not as strong as Fireball. Fireball, don't do that stuff, guys.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Says the man wearing the Robin.
I like mixing it with Goldschlager,
Hey,
but
My
that's
Robin costume is because I like swords and I like Batman and I want to be
You
a
like
psychic.
young children?
Anyways,
Meat
I'll
swords?
just get it in.
What?
Craig, thank you for being here, man, and I will have alcohol. I won't disappoint you.
Yes, thanks
Well-
for being here.
always.
You'll have alcohol. You'll very likely still disappoint me, though.
Probably. What movies do you like so I can shit on them next time? Text me what movies you like.
The good ones. The good ones.
Hey,
Aaron.
the good ones. Hey, speaking of movies, I'm gonna hit you up again about co-hosting a geek tournament match with me.
Yeah. I'll,
Whenever you have a free time available.
yeah, no, like do that, and of course you're gonna write that Jurassic Park match that I'm gonna cover.
Hey,
Negotiate that, Barbarian. Don't give
that's-
in to him right away. Go
No,
with the
that-
second offer.
I mean, it's like being Miss America. How Miss America has these like contracted agreements they need to attend. Like that's
Right.
like me being the Jurassic Park champion. There's just certain things I need to do
You gotta show up
as
too.
the champion of the Jurassic Park division. And
Right.
you know,
I'll get on that.
I think that's the same logic we used to get Chandru and Chance first.
Maybe. Thanks, Craig. We really appreciate you being on.
Awesome hanging out with us as always.
no problem. It's always fun, you guys. You guys are great. I love you guys.
All right,
Love
brother,
you too,
we
man.
you.
Thank you. See you, bud.
He is.
See you, bud.
So, Maddie,
What?
I want to say this Robin costume is not in vain. I'm wearing this because there was a new Robin DC animated feature that came out this weekend called Death in the Family. And
Yes.
I actually haven't done it yet because it's one of those things that I want to sit down and like watch all the possibilities at once because it's the huge Robin fan that I am. So basically what they did was they took Under the Red Hood, which was an animated movie that came out years ago.
10 years ago.
They kind of animated some more new footage and they released it as a Blu-ray. It was originally supposed to be released on DC Universe, but I mean, that's HBO Max now or whatever. So they released it on Blu-ray. And it's pretty much like that Black Mirror thing they released a few years ago where
Bandersnatch.
it's yeah,
Bandersnatch.
It's
Yeah.
your own adventure, which is really
I like
cool
that.
because when Death in the Family, the comic book happened, Robin died because people called in and voted for him to die. It was a choose your own adventure for a
Kind of like Clue, then more like Clue.
in a forgotten time of comic books. So I just want people to know that Death in the Family, it's out on Blu-ray. You put a clothespin on my hood, and I look ridiculous during this Robin thing. Death in the Family, it's Jason Todd. It's the Robin story, and it's basically a choose-your-own-adventure where you're choosing which like ending Jason Todd has. So he can become Red Hood. He can become Red Robin. He could work for the League of Assassins. He could become Hush. So they're kind of taking a few things from the comic books. And because in Hush, if any of you have read the comic book Hush, spoiler alert, he appears in Hush where it's Hush, and it's Clayface pretending to be Jason Todd. But in the distance, this is where they got the Red Hood storyline from. It's one of those speculation things was that Clayface or was that Jason Todd? And that issue ended up influencing the Jason Todd return as Red Hood. So there's some of that thrown in there, and I can just get that from the trailer. So anybody who's a big fan of DC, big fan of Robin, Death in the Family, it's out on Blu-ray now, digitally, PlayStation Store, Xbox Store. It's an interactive. I think they should have released it as a Telltale game just because I think they would have gotten more money from it. But that's one of those. Yeah, I hear what you. But that's one of those.
I really enjoyed the Game of Thrones
universe being canceled.
Actually, I'm in the middle of playing the first Batman Telltale. I haven't played it in a little bit, but I was in the middle of playing.
I don't like the animation.
The Game of
but
Thrones one was very good.
It's fun.
I thought
it's fun. We should do like a watch along sometime. Like we could play
How-
and stream.
that would be cool. Like make the decisions.
Make
as a
people
group.
vote into how you choose.
Yeah, exactly. Go with
How
the
much does it cost, Nikki?
popular vote.
What you got, Aaron?
How much does the purchase of it cost?
The Batman Death in the I think it's around like $11-12.
Okay, because I'm looking at it, and
you gotta buy
it's
them.
Fair.
It's saying its running time is anywhere from 18 to 30 minutes. That's why I was like,
18
I
to
think
30
we'll
minutes.
work.
Yeah. If you watch
Yeah.
just the vanilla storyline, it's about 32 minutes. It's very much like the Superman and Shazam versus Black Adam, where it's a very short like storylines, which they're going to be doing more of, like just short animated storylines, which are comic book adaptations. But the choose your own story part of it is really where you're paying your money for, because if you just watch the vanilla storyline, it's like I hear it's like just the vanilla Death in the Family storyline that's in Under the Red Hood. It has Jensen Ackles, John DiMaggio is the voice cast, because they take a lot from that Under the Red Hood storyline, the animated movie. They take footage right from that. That's most of it. It's just something that they added some things to, and it was originally supposed to come out for the DC Universe streaming service, but again, that's kind of evolved into HBO Max, so they released it on Blu-ray and digital in the PlayStation Store and Xbox Store. So
And they
go
say
there.
physical media is dead.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm probably going to do it tomorrow at some point.
I guess if I was going to say there's one thing about COVID that I appreciate is the all the companies like scrambling for to put stuff like that out, and I feel like it's either like a step forward in time or whatnot, where we're either gonna move away from theaters or I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's just an interesting time to.
And I will say, I know this is always a joke that Aaron has, but this week Star Trek Discovery premiered on CBS All Access, and they released it on YouTube. You can watch the first episode on YouTube, and if you like it, subscribe to CBS All Access. They have a 7-day trial. I know, all good for you. My laptop's dead, or I wouldn't have pushed it. But this is one of those things. I liked season 1 and 2 of Star Trek Discovery. Many Star Trek fans didn't like. Come on, man. They didn't like season 1 and 2 of Star Trek Discovery, but they liked the first episode of season 3. It's an actor we've talked about on here. He played Manchester Black on Supergirl. He's great. And Shaniqua Martin Green returns as Michael Burnham. She's really good. Watch Star Trek Discovery season 3, even if you didn't like the first 2 seasons. It's Star Trek. Yeah. They're in the future now. They're not stepping on any of your precious TOS timeline. You're going to love it.
Right. So I want to ask something first. And I noticed this in my background. When you have the "Oh Good For You" thing in the back, look at Electra. Just want to have my shoulder up.
No, I know.
Kind of see the eyes.
I saw it. I made you bring it up.
I
see
it.
It's creepy.
Hold it up. Be proud of it. It's like Simba.
I know I do that. It looks back normal. But
no, do it. Grab it. I'm not going to let you talk until you grab it.
That's what
That's what she said.
Hold it up. Hold it up.
That's definitely what she said.
Be proud of it. That's what Jamie Foxx. He's going to be in a good Spider-Man movie.
Hey,
I don't think she'd say that, but maybe.
She might say
better in the movie.
I don't know who she is, but she's my future wife. That's for sure.
So, second question is, did you add a voice changer to your voice making?
It does sound like a modulator.
Yeah,
Me?
It does.
Yeah,
your voice came through modulated.
You sound like you aged about 20 years in a matter of seconds.
So it's very windy in New England right now.
That's what it is.
It's windy and the leaves are falling. There's a lot of pollen, and it's not a good time to have allergies. I get this every year, phlegm buildup. It's not fun to talk about. But October, November, there's a lot of phlegm. It's not COVID. There's no fever. Don't worry about it. But it's just an allergy thing. And it's kicking up right now because the leaves are falling and it's very windy here in New England. So I've been clearing my throat all week. But yeah, it's a little bit of laryngitis.
It just sounded like you had a voice.
I sound sexy, don't I?
You sound like a robot. Kind of like
you sound sexy.
Batman.
Yeah, I'm a robot. I'm like the Vision. Elizabeth Olsen's sex robot.
Sure, that too.
Mary Kay and Ashley, I'm here.
Want to become famous? I'm just kidding.
I do. I really would love to become famous.
No,
how do I do that? No, pull that back up.
Definitely.
Pull that back up. I want to become famous. 5 followers, primes, views on big follows, star, com.
I'm offended that they think we need to buy followers.
/ click.
Come on,
Matt, buy some followers.
Seems like a scam.
It does. I feel like this is a Nigerian prince situation.
Sorry,
Nigerian prince.
Apologies to the actual Nigerian prince. We love you.
Do you think there's one out there that started that?
There
and
is.
He's like, damn it,
yeah.
I need Prince Ali.
Your princess is hot. Where is she?
Christmas time.
Oh goodness. What? Huh. Oh yeah, it's snowing out in Wyoming.
He said that's the first snow of the year.
Oh my god!
I forgot I had.
I can't think of any songs about Wyoming.
Does Wyoming?
Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. It's the only Hanukkah song.
It works for Jacob.
Yeah.
I was buying followers.
I proposed this to Matty a few weeks ago, and I know I've already won. Shut up. I want to have a Halloween costume contest.
Oh boy.
I'm down.
Do whatever you want. It's not about winning. It's about having fun. Me and Devin, we go trick or treat. We still do it. We're not embarrassed by it. We go out. We have fun. I don't really take candy. I just like walking around dressed up as Robin.
To keep Nikki's spirit alive, I will lie and say I would absolutely do that, except I most likely won't be here Halloween. Sorry.
So, Aaron, I appreciate your support, and please pour it over.
No, I should be back in time to do it. Hey,
are you gonna dress up like Peyton Manning?
Thank you, Grant.
Hey,
because that's like the worst Halloween costume, guys. don't dress up like an MLB player or basketball player or
No,
a
I got
football
something
player.
else.
I've done the
Unless there's,
MLB
three of
thing
them.
before. Oh, there
Matt's
The
got to
only time
walk
that was
in looking like
acceptable
Bella
was when it was
Thorne
Kevin
with
Garnett, Ray
OnlyFans.
Allen, and Paul Pierce.
I'll tell you what, if I got if we got a second stimulus check like earlier, I would have a actual Iron Man costume, like actual.
I don't want to talk about that.
Electric faceplate is motorized, voice changer, all that good stuff.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
A second
real.
stimulus for me would be like winning on a scratch ticket.
Yeah. Well,
It's money that I have to be prepared. Since
Trump's
that's
already put that out. So
It's one of those
as
things
long as
that-
Congress signs it, we're all getting $1,200 more bucks.
I don't. But here's the thing: he's on steroids, so like his decision changes like every time he's.
That is true. That's true. But here's my issue. With,
He bowled this year,
Dressing
dressing
whiteface.
whiteface.
No. Here's,
not all of
here's
us
an
being
interesting
Michael
thing that
Jackson
I want to talk about that nobody has talked about during this like election season. It's not political. I swear to you, it's not political.
Also,
NBC is sitting on a season of The Celebrity Apprentice.
Yeah.
So they shot a season of Celebrity Apprentice, but because they do those shows with the live ending and the live, like you're hired winner, they never picked a winner. So there's an entire season of Celebrity Apprentice that has been shot that does not have a winner, that has Donald, Ivanka, Donald Jr., all the Trumps. That NBC would not air after Donald announced he was running a few years ago, 4 years ago.
So they've been sitting on this for 4 years.
Yeah. If Donald Trump does not get reelected, I implore NBC to release this season on Peacock, even though it doesn't have a winner. I want to see it because here's the thing: is whatever you will say about Donald Trump, The Celebrity Apprentice. I'm not a reality TV fan. That show is incredible.
Yeah.
Last season of that show that I remember watching was Marley Matson, I think her name is. She's a deaf actress.
Yeah, she's deaf.
And she was incredible on it. Again, another one of those people that was on the West Wing special this week.
Yep.
She's incredible. I want to see that season of The Celebrity Apprentice that Donald Trump shot. And they're just not showing it because Donald Trump is in it.
Right. And when Trump first announced that he was running for president,
Gary Busey was there.
Wow. He was there twice. Dennis Rodman was there twice too. And Dennis Rodman is now the ambassador to North Korea. So,
but the thing is, like when they announced, or when Trump announced he was running for president, it wasn't like, oh, we hate Trump immediately. A lot of people, celebrities were like, yeah, we like this.
Yeah.
Like he was on Stephen Colbert. Stephen Colbert he had a lot of his jokes are about
Colbert has been incredible since COVID.
Yeah. But he did a show.
I like John Oliver.
Colbert is an old. If anybody is old enough to have watched the Colbert Report, he's like the opposite of what the Colbert Report was, because now he's back to this situation where like the audience isn't really a factor. He doesn't do stand-up comedy. He's sitting at the desk talking at you. Yeah. Except before he was like this Republican satire, and now he's this Democrat satire. It's really good. So if you're not a big fan of like late night TV show, but you're a fan of those Daily Show, Colbert Report, Stephen Colbert, A Late Show, they're calling it, has been a lot better than it used to be.
I was going to say, I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but they actually canceled it, which made me sad. But because I like stuff like The Daily Show. I like that. But like if I'm going to have to sit there and listen to politics, I want some comedic commentary with it. I really liked Patriot Act with Hassan Minhaj, who was a former correspondent for The Daily Show. It was a show that ran on Netflix, and it got 6 seasons. Each season was like 6 or 7 episodes. Really? And he would spend a half hour talking about like a topic in the country. Like the most recent one was like, there was an episode on the Black Lives Matter movement. There was an episode on the economy impact after COVID. There was an episode on the legalization of marijuana and how in the process of legalization, the government is trying to basically pin it so that only the big businesses could benefit from it. Yeah. And it's all these topics. I don't know why Netflix canned it. I don't know if it was like low viewership or something with contracts, but it got canned after. It got canned after its last season. But if you guys haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend it. Because to me, it's like
that sounds great.
Like the show got banned in other countries because he didn't filter what he was saying. Like in one of the earlier seasons, he did an episode about like Middle Eastern politics, and he was discussing something that was happening in one of the Saudi countries, and they actually got banned on Saudi Netflix for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you say that because I think it's one of those things that's fun. Like it's fun to do. You mentioned the legalization of marijuana. It's fun to track that. Like if you're just bored one day and you want to go on the internet and just track like the timeline of where the whole entire like marijuana, people coming out in support for it, or very early on, people like coming like out, doctors even. It's fun to track because I was watching something that was like from 1999 where people were saying the things that we say now, that like marijuana doesn't have the same addiction rate as tobacco, but it was still legalized, and the people that are in prison cells right now because of marijuana charges.
That's because of Reefer Madness that came out in the 60s.
80s.
Yeah.
Here, so this is it. So again, I love the show. I would highly recommend it if you guys like hearing about politics but want something to kind of take the edge off a little bit. These are the last season they aired was 8 episodes, right? Mm-hmm. So the topics were so the first 5 seasons were filmed in a studio in front of a studio audience, and he does it like he's standing in front of them like it's stand up with screens behind him bringing up images of different things. No, it's an audience, like it's a real audience. But the newest season, no laugh track, but no live audience, just him in front of a screen doing the same effect. But here, so the topics were basically COVID-19 economic impact, specifically people paying rent, the rigging of the legal marijuana industry, coronavirus impact on American on financing, basically money maintaining, the Black Lives Matter movement, why the news industry is dying, is college still worth it based on current prices, how the country has been doing elections wrong, and why is doing taxes properly so hard for people.
I love all that stuff. And here's the thing that I think is hilarious is that, like I said, like looking back, and even Colbert Report is one of those shows that you can go back if you can find it. Watch
was Colbert Daily Show too back when it was Jon Stewart?
So Colbert was on the Daily Show. And the Colbert Report was a spin-off from the Daily Show.
Mm-hmm. I always find the
same with John Oliver too.
Like I think because I like John Oliver stuff too. I've seen some of Colbert's. The reason I like the Daily Show is
Last Week Tonight.
Because the Daily Show
is still a great show.
Like for years since like Jon Stewart, the Daily Show and
the Green Lantern
that spun off of it, I thought were all great. Like I think all of them are great, and I like the fact that the people that they have doing them don't just seem like they're reading off a paper. They actually seem informed and like they care. Especially the stuff like with Trevor Noah, like the at-home stuff he's been doing since
Trevor Noah
they
at
shut
home
it down.
is incredible.
Yes, I think all of them have been doing a great job.
Not to get too political, what I think is impressive about just, and this isn't even an American thing, this is just a human
the milk
thing.
Isn't sitting great.
But to view like things in a bubble where like we're in the future here, and we're in an age where we can just look back at the past. We can look at video of the past, which is something like historians have never been able to do, and just see like everybody. And Star Wars is a thing where people think like, Episode 7, people don't understand how like, well, how are the Jedi myth when they were like people, actual people in the Clone Wars? The way I view that is like, there are some things that if you watch like these old episodes of like daily shows, of political satire shows, you see things where there's this idea that is considered radical, that is considered almost evil in some cases. And then you move into 2020 and we're like, that's not evil. Those are just people. So it's one of those things where I think in 30 years from now, what is it that we find evil today that is going to be socially acceptable 30 years from now? That's just one of those things that I always find interesting is the evolution of humanity and their ideas.
Right. So I do on a show. Hi, Grant.
Hey, Grant.
Hey,
how you doing from the place that doesn't exist?
Pretty good. Yeah.
I mean, in America, we think Australia's a myth. So
that's fair enough. We think that your democracy is a myth. So
it is a myth. It's actually a republic, and we all know what happened to the republic. It turned into the empire.
Good job, Nikki.
Sorry, Grant. What do you got?
Didn't
like my costume?
Yeah, not much. Just thought I'd just jump on and yeah, congratulations everyone on a year. I think it's pretty cool and yeah, sorry I missed most of it. I had some work to do, but yeah, no. I'll go
I haven't
back and
seen you in
watch what I
forever. I'm
missed.
glad you're on.
Yeah, no, I've been still around, just living in the future.
What have you been up to?
So, pretty much just enjoying being a dad, and yeah.
Yeah. How's the kid? How's the wife? How's everything going?
Yeah, going good. The coof has its advantages. Get to see my kid pretty much every day. Get to work from home, except when I need to go out and do a shoot. But apart from that, yeah, it's all good.
So, are people still wearing
You're in
masks
Australia,
in Australia?
right?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm in Australia. Yeah, we still wear masks every night. I mean, I'm in a more rural area, so it's not as predominant. The state that's below me is almost on complete lockdown still.
So are your individual states or provinces, I forget what they're called over there, are they all handling it separately, depending on what the situation is like in that specific area?
Yeah, we've literally had our premiers of each state, the equivalency of your governors and senators, shift borders, so then they can go, all right, we've got to block this area off, this area off. I'm in New South Wales. I'm on the West Coast. And East. What did I say West Coast for? Jesus Christ!
Wow, West Coast. These are the folks who know most.
Yeah. So it's really hard to get used to this new flat Earth model that we have to all live by.
Oh shit! It's right.
Yeah.
I saw a map
Columbus
the other
did
day that
something
was
right.
flipped upside down and it blew my mind.
Yeah, apparently he's supposed to look at me like that or something. No, camera's automatically flipped.
Yeah,
so it
your
doesn't
camera's
work.
auto-adjusting. You can't do
Your
it.
camera's fixing it.
It refuses.
So
Yeah, well, it's
I
not
do
made in
wanna-
Australia. That's why.
See, Aaron's doesn't do that though. I do want to show you guys though the suit, if we get those stimulus checks anytime soon.
That
if I
Iron Man one you're
happen-
talking about?
Yeah, the Iron Man suit. I'm gonna get. So we were supposed to get a second stimulus check in
I love this
September.
map so much.
We were supposed to get in September. Didn't get it because
Our
both
government's
sides aren't
incompetent?
agreeing. Yeah, they're incompetent. Some people are like, hey, why don't we take the money we have left over from the last package we had for businesses and whatnot and give it to people in checks, because that's exactly how much they spent for us on their checks. But people are like, no, we're not going to do that at all. So if we get it anytime soon, this is the suit I'm going to get with it. So, I have your full suit. Everything has the wings in the back, all that good stuff. It closes. Has a voice changer too. It's all lit up.
What can we say? 1% problems.
Matt, if you get this, I'm flying to Indiana just to see it in person.
Yeah,
no shit.
Right? I was hoping we would have got it soon, because I would have wore it during the Halloween episode we do.
That is incredible.
I'm gonna get it. It's a little pricey, but I mean, stimulus check would cover
Enough that the stimulus
majority
check.
of it. Yeah, it would cover the majority of it. And I don't need
my
the check, so I might as well just get that suit.
1% problems. What can I say?
I was gonna say, I need a stimulus check and my fucking previous 1,000 weeks of unemployment to clear because I need money for a car. Meanwhile, Matt's like, I'm gonna be Iron Man.
Yeah, look, the suit cost after you add the voice changer, everything, $1,700.
Well, I mean, Matt, if you're going to pay that much, there's one accessory that you're going to need to have.
Mustache.
Mustache.
If you're going to be
I gotta
Iron
get the
Man,
mustache.
yes.
I thought
did
you were gonna
shave, though.
say a pee place because you shouldn't have to take it off.
I did shave yesterday, so there's a little bit.
There's a little shadow there.
Yeah. Wait, Matt.
I wouldn't call it a 5 o'clock. Maybe a 3 o'clock.
No.
Wait a minute, Matt. If you pee in this suit, can you drink it?
I mean, I would assume so.
If he's standing on his head, it'll run that way. So
Fair enough.
You just have to boil it.
Fired.
don't think you'd want anything that hot down in that area.
No, you pee into the cup and then boil it.
Yeah.
Is it an iron cup?
Yeah, an iron cup.
It is electric. It does have some sort of battery. So
Hold up. Let me go fill up my
that
shot
could be
glass with something other
shock-
than milk.
That could be shocking.
So, Grant, I think the question everybody really wants to know the answer to is, what do you think of my Halloween costume?
What you're wearing now? I thought that was what you normally wore.
It is what I normally wear. Yes, it's a shittier version of this. I upgraded it for this year because I had nothing else to do.
Okay, this might be weird. When you said shittier version, why did you point to Devon then? You know, this is a shittier version.
No, I didn't point to Devon. It's behind the flag. I pointed over there because it's over there. Devon grabbed the last Robin costume.
I mean, he's
My
not
Robin
wrong. You
costume.
did point.
The
I want you to
shittier
know.
version of me,
I
right?
pointed back there. It looked like it because it's a two-dimensional thing. This is the fourth time. It's the red vest over there. This is the fourth time that I have upgraded my Robin costume. That's my Mandalorian.
Funny though.
That's not it. And here's the thing that's ironic. The Mandalorian is coming out on Halloween, so I probably won't even end up wearing this. I'll probably end up wearing my Mandalorian. There it is. That's the shittier version of the costume. That's the Mark II.
That's the one that you wore on the comic book match.
That's the Mark II. Yeah. This is the Tim Drake costume. Fuck him. Nobody likes that one.
Here, guys, I'm gonna be back. I gotta use the restroom.
I'm rocking the Damian Wayne costume right now. So that's the one with the sword. That's the one that's gonna kill you. Not you, but
wait.
Okay.
Wait,
I was gonna say-
asked us a question. And Grant, you're the only one that can actually answer this. Are backroom kangaroo fights real? Yes or no?
No, because they're usually on the street.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a virtual reality experience that was backdoor kangaroo fights that was released for Oculus Quest.
Is it the Titans costume?
I don't have that one.
I know you say backdoor kangaroo fight, it brings up weird connotations.
Backdoor kangaroo fights is something different than backroom kangaroo fights.
Oh, okay, that's what you said. Okay.
No kink shame here. Maddie, roll the underbar thing.
Yeah, backdoor kangaroo fights is probably not on Pornhub because it's not.
You had it ready, guys.
Something
You
like
had it ready.
RedTube, yeah.
This is what we get for a year anniversary. Maddie has no kink shaming as a fixed, like, underscroll thing. That's incredible. I said it and then my battery died.
When's he going to say facts?
I was just.
Grant, I want you to talk for the next 5 minutes uninterrupted.
Oh, I don't think I could do that. This is in the debate league, so.
I demand you to do it.
I mean, I could talk Grant into sounding racist or sexist again.
Aaron, Grant, debate which country is better, America or Australia? Go.
He wins.
Australia's not real, so I mean, Grant's just a figment of our imaginations.
Maddie, I believe I said Aaron.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck you, Mickey.
I mean, like, America is on the verge of turning into the burning wasteland that becomes the fake utopia that Grant's land is. So I feel like
I mean, we just tend to do things a little bit better here. I mean, you just had a little bit of a bushfire in California. Our country was entirely burning. You know, you have had massacres. We've had bigger massacres. I mean, legitimately, this is a thing that I don't know if you realize. Our government actually went to war with an animal on our coat of arms. We have a thing called the Emu War, where the military mobilized against emus in Western Australia, and we lost.
I mean, to be fair, we technically went to war with something named after an animal and lost, called the Bay of Pigs.
Okay, allegedly.
I thought that was just a swimming pool that a lot of police officers went to.
Oh, well done.
Well done.
I think I've been to that pool.
Policemen and fat moms. That's what's there.
Guys, I think I've been to that pool. There's like a sauna in the back there.
So I don't want to know what happened at the back, Nikki.
Yeah. Nikki, be honest with me. Were you in the back of the Bay of Pigs fiddling Castro?
We talked about it before the show. It doesn't count.
It's only gay if you push back.
It's only gay if you swallow.
Somebody say something else so I don't look.
Oh no, not that. That's a bit rough. Come on.
No, you
Aaron, you got a haircut. What was the name of the person?
There comes a line where curiosity of taste is just a thing. It's just that.
See, that's the Australian way. That's the Australian mindset. Grant, I'm sure you know this for living in Australia. Australia has the most bisexuals of any other country, percentage-wise.
A lot of
Well, yes, because we have 30 million people in our entire country. That's basically the same size as Canada.
See,
You know?
Devin said that that's a lot of indecisive people, and I disagree with that. I think everybody is born bisexual, and then they choose what they like.
I mean, I wouldn't call it indecisiveness versus just knowing you want both.
It's sort of, it comes down to a lack of choice and
All right, Evan's
the
real
attitude.
drunk, Jesus.
Fuck it, why not?
Aaron, I think half of it is not caring also.
Yeah. I mean, listen, with one of them, you stick it in. With the other, they stick it in you. Opposite ends. I mean, it's a communal experience.
And then there's me turning 32 and not ever knowing the love of a woman. And that could happen in the future. We don't know.
Well, I mean, Nikki, if I was over there, I could use some of my contacts, and we could make it a full film set. I mean, you know, once COVID,
I have tried to
doesn't
seduce
happen.
women in a costume much like this before.
So there we go.
Oh no, we could do it. We could do a full parody. We could recreate the crowbar scene, with the Joker and everything, except the crowbar is something else.
I never
That's my
understand
drift.
if Grant is serious about this. I'm not sure if he's just joking or if he's an actual porn producer. Either way, I'm in.
I never said I was a producer.
I'm sorry, developer. That's what they call it, right? Developer.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Fluffer. That is the word. Fluffer.
Yeah,
He
those are
developed
fighting words.
the talent.
We promised to go dirty tonight, guys. We did it.
I mean, this is still better than Mary Fuck Kill. At least we're getting creative.
Mary fuck kill. Okay, everybody, go around the room. Play the game. You gotta pick everybody in the room. Mary fuck kill. Okay.
I mean, I feel like
who am I killing?
I feel like I'm fucking Nikki because Nikki's just probably going to be, you know, it's the youngest. I think I'd probably end up marrying Matty because he's good with kids. He's good with his kids. So I think, and I'd probably kill Devin because I don't think Devin would get over the fact that I just made it with Nikki. So I think that's the way I'd have to go.
You just fucked me. He's disgusted. You gotta kill him.
Yeah.
You can't live with it.
I can't handle those. I mean, I'm not saying that he's going to be in the room during it happens, but I'm just assuming that he's just going to be staring at me with those eyes of judgment, and you know, it's just going to make the whole situation awkward.
Eye range.
Yeah, I mean, if he's going to do it, make it a devil's three-way.
Window isn't like this weird like eye range. That's not some weird stuff. It was a really sad story.
The look on Devin's face says it all.
No, but I mean, the best part about it is because Devin's
bad.
Yeah, well, Devin's got glasses, so if he was in the room, I'd be able to see my reflection, so I'd be sort of seeing myself doing it. So, yeah, it's not so bad. Now that I think about it.
I have glasses. You have to look at me in my eyes while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Grant.
I'm surprised.
You're going to see your reflection while you're doing it. You don't feel bad about
Nikki,
me?
I'm not looking at the fireplace while I'm stoking it. That's all I'm saying.
You think I have a fireplace? Oh, my God.
It's
That's
a
what his wife
metaphor.
That's what Grant's wife said.
Oh, so I went
Grant,
to a
ask your
gas
wife
station.
if she would be interested.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was something else for a second there, Kev.
I did too.
1, 2, 3, not only you and me,
Kevin, you're
180 degrees, and I'm caught in between.
Is Kevin?
Kevin, you put a case on yours?
You got to be protected.
Mary and I'm caught in between everybody else counting.
So I
I
went
mean,
to
at
the gas
least with
station.
the. Oh God!
Right, I went to the gas station 2 days ago. Right.
And you picked up a hooker?
No. I wanted a fountain drink.
You found a glory hole.
My mom's like, I'll get you a fountain drink or whatever, and then I'm gonna get whatever I need. Cool, right? So she gets my fountain drink. I come back.
You need a large.
I go to work. Oh, it was the largest you could get, baby. But we were at I was at work.
Big wet things.
Well, it's called the big gulp.
Grant, Barbarian has
shots.
Anyway,
so I was at work, right, and I was drinking my fountain drink, and I got to the end of my pop, and it started tasting a little weird. I was like, okay, it's probably the ice, because
That's adrenaline.
It probably
Adrenaline
is.
is a better taste.
This thing fell in my drink, and for those who don't know, this is what the pop comes out of.
Oh, that's
You can sue for that.
So
you can sue them for that.
I thought about it because it's like, hey, we're in a
It's
COVID
evidence.
time
You
right
kept
now.
it.
I was like, it's COVID time, so maybe. But yeah, I found this, and then later my mom's like, "You want to take it back?" It's like, no, I'm keeping it. It's a souvenir.
No, keep it.
Because
In
of how
that
big-
backstory of how Matt got a new pocket pussy.
I am
Some poor
100%
bastard
serious.
goes there to get another
can get
drink,
$200
and then now there's no
million for
fountain.
So,
Oh.
Grant, what are you drinking, Grant?
That's Mike's
Woodstock.
hard for sure.
So,
Oh no.
What is it?
12%. So
Nice
it's 24 proof. So
Oh, it's alcohol? I got a Red Bull here.
yeah. Well, if it's
You gonna go all
12%, it's
night,
got to be
baby.
alcohol because the 12% air. It's made by Smiths.
Okay.
Yeah, hey,
I
Nikki,
Kev,
so
I can't
the-
hear you,
the-
buddy.
Kevin,
whatever
you got
the-
something to
kept
say. I can
talking.
tell.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, we
sorry,
can't
my
hear you.
mic was up. I was saying Woodstock is a city directly below me.
Whereabouts are you?
Oh, I live 30 minutes north of Atlanta, Georgia.
Are there women rolling in mud?
In Woodstock? Not that
Woodstock.
Woodstock.
Apparently,
Actually, there probably are.
Apparently,
That's
it's from
Woodstock
Kentucky,
Studios
USA.
in
So I don't know
Oh.
if that's if that's.
Gotcha.
Well, because
Are you near
bourbon
Kentucky?
is made-
Well, yeah,
Is
Kentucky
that
bourbon.
actual
That makes
bourbon
sense.
in a can?
I know that's so crazy because we
well,
can't.
it's bourbon and Coke.
Right.
It's like bourbon and
It's
Coke.
Australia, guys.
Oh, it's the premix.
I know.
It's
That's what I'm
premix,
saying.
okay.
Yeah.
No, you should like
Listen.
see the beers he brings up. Wait, Grant, what did you pay for that?
For a 4-pack, $24.
Do you come from the land down under?
Yeah,
Four.
24. So 2-4.
Wow.
2-4.
No.
Wow.
For 4 of them guys, he spent
Yeah,
$24.
And they're 200
Yeah,
mil.
I know.
Damn.
Still,
So
Grant,
they're
what
only 200.
are the
Well, they
Hemsworths
are. They are double the percentage of.
We have a 78% tax on alcoholic.
like? 78.
78.
Our tobacco is 92.
But you
So
gotta
for
love that health
a packet of 50, just say for instance, a standard packet of 50 cigarettes, you're looking at close to about $100.
Here's the thing.
Holy
Here's the
shit!
thing. Here's the thing.
Do you know what you can pay in where I live for a pack of
I'm
cigarettes?
gonna smuggle cigs over to Australia.
No, Massachusetts is considered high.
Sell them for
alcohol tax.
half price.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
I-
if
I-
you're doing that to your body, then pay tax for health insurance.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
I don't have to pay for health insurance. I'm in Australia.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Those
free,
people that are
right.
like being a detriment to their health, like by smoking cigarettes, they're the ones that are paying for healthcare. Seems fair.
Well, I mean, it's the reason why we're one of the most heavily. Also, we have a GST, so whatever we buy, we have 10%, or 10.5% on top of whatever the price is. But all
How is
taxes
the audio
included in the
bad
original
on
price.
It's not
So-
bad. It makes you just sound like
Reverb.
Ultron.
it's reverbing.
Yeah, oh, I thought he had a
Sound
voice
like
thingy on.
Ultron.
Yeah,
I know.
that's what
Yeah,
no.
that's what we said.
Too. It sounds like a modulator.
Sounds like a modulator. Yeah.
Seems
Just
fine.
sounds like one of
I
those.
was gonna congratulate Nicky on his second puberty. So
That's what I said. I said it
Actually,
sounds like you aged 20 years in a matter of 5 minutes.
I thought Craig said that.
Oh.
I thought Barbarian said that. Well,
No.
at least one of our. Well, look, I said we'd have 2 special guests that have been on the show before show up tonight. Look at that. I got Barbarian and Grant.
Is it better now, guys?
I'm very special.
It is, Nikki. Thank
All right,
you.
all I did was unplug it and plug it back in.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Damn it, you stole mine.
We definitely
I'm
got to
supposed
get
to be
it.
from the future. I should have known that.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
where'd the other half go?
I found
So,
my
this might
vape
be-
pen, so I'm excited.
So this might be a bit of a weird tangent. But Devon's name is in Australia. The word Devon is what you call baloney. we call it Devon. So
You
like
call
the
bologna Devon.
yeah, like the round, your round like sort of meat deli.
Yes.
Like Oscar
Yeah.
Mayer, BOLOGNA. We got
Never
you.
Never heard of any of those other things you just said. But yeah,
Oh.
so it's just called Devon. Which was really funny because during the 90s there was an actor called Devon Sour, and so we're like, oh, sour Devon, you know, because Devon goes sour when it goes bad, so it was like a huge joke. Sorry, it just reminded me because I just had a Devon sandwich earlier.
Can processed meat actually go bad?
Yes.
It actually starts turning into real meat.
I'm just kidding.
It's not like Ultron anymore.
Into real meat.
Yeah.
So are you telling me the last 2 hours I've sounded like Ultron?
Yeah,
I thought you had a
Because my
voice.
mic-
only for like the last hour.
Okay, that's great.
So I'm
I'm
still
gonna put
waiting for
this in a
Grant to
resume.
send me my container of Vegemite.
Well, if you send me your address, I could send you over an Aussie care package. I'm happy to do that.
Vegemite.
God damn it!
You're all
Yeah.
puppets.
It's
Tangled.
just all
It's
Vegemite
strange.
because you can't afford the rest of the
And I'll also send you a link to a video to show you how to eat Vegemite because it's not Nutella. You do not eat it with a spoon. No one eats it with a spoon.
Very. Use it sparingly.
That's like injecting Nutella into your spleen and going, I don't
No,
like it.
use it like salt.
What?
No, that's just silly.
Devin said use it like peanut butter.
God no.
Yeah, you spread it on bread.
Bad idea.
No.
That's what I meant in
Way
contrast
too
to
much.
that. Use it like salt, just a little bit.
Yeah, a little
US
bit.
pre-
A little
US
bit of butter or olive
card.
spread or whatever you have. What's he got there? A
U.S.
card?
president. It's a U.S. president that's on this card. All these are U.S. presidents. So
Gerald Ford.
who's on this card? Everybody
Harry
go around.
Fitzgerald.
Nixon.
Gerald Ford.
Nixon.
So I'm
Nixon,
gonna go...
two Nixons, and a Ford.
Actually, I changed my mind. Ulysses S. Grant.
Okay.
Grant. Okay.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
hold on.
go
It's blue like a dress. Clinton.
JFK.
Clinton.
No, the card's not sticky enough for it to be Clinton.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Oh, Obama.
That's
Oh, I guess it
fine.
is half white.
Jack.
Yeah.
Nice.
Aaron,
I'll tell you what each card is. This one's a king. So if Barack was a Jack, then who would be on the kings?
Donald J. Trump.
Washington.
Abraham
JFK?
Lincoln.
No, JFK.
Maddie.
George.
What?
Damn.
Washington.
You put a
No.
slave voter on
Then
your
who's the
king?
queen?
Oh man, that's just weird.
Lincoln. Or who's
All
the
right.
queen?
10 of clubs.
Lincoln.
So like John Quincy Adams.
Wait. 10 clubs. Someone who used to go to
Hamilton.
clubs a lot. JFK. He used to go
Is
to
it
clubs,
all
so it makes
presidents,
sense.
Kevin?
They're presidents, and then the queens are famous presidents' wives. First
I think
lady.
That's a
what they called
bummer.
first ladies.
Bill Clinton.
Milton.
First ladies.
Don't be
Yeah.
a drag
Oh
to
God,
see
what's
it.
Milton's last name? Is it just Milton?
There is no president named Milton.
I swear to God, there's one whose first name is Milton.
No.
Hamilton.
Harry
Good
Ash
job.
Truman.
True.
Star
I
of
always
the
thought his
Truman
name was
Show.
Hairy Ass. I thought that was his nickname, Hairy Ass Truman.
He might have had a hairy ass.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah.
all right.
Ah, he was whacked.
King of clubs.
King of clubs.
Okay, King of Clubs has to be Clinton
Kennedy.
because he was always at the clubs.
Lincoln.
All right, Kennedy was at the clubs too.
George
Yeah.
W. Bush. Thomas.
Thomas
Jesus.
Jefferson.
Well, he did get freaky up in France, so.
And he does
Yeah,
like the
that's
club. He
okay,
does like the
man.
club seals. So I guess that makes sense.
Any else
Nine of hearts.
9 of hearts.
JFK.
Oh, that's got to be 7.
John Adams.
Sorry, I don't really know the president, so I'll go with Nixon.
Yeah, he's not American.
There's your boy.
I'm the
Oh,
educational
I expected him to
president.
be the
guys.
ace of hearts.
I educated everybody on how to give a blowjob
See,
in the old
Did you also notice that each of the bottom of the hearts look like little boobs? So that's probably the amount that he ejaculated on. So that makes sense.
Nice. It does. It looks like a little ass. There you go.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So,
How much?
just out of curiosity, the female equivalent of that is that Lewinsky or Hillary? Like, or is it a half?
Well, no,
Here's
Lewinsky is a Jack. That's who.
Actually, no.
She's a
it's
jack
Hillary,
off.
It's Hillary wearing Lewinsky's dress.
Literally.
That's great show.
Queen of Spades.
Oh, that's
Michelle. That's got to be
Eleanor
Michelle.
Roosevelt.
Oh, why? Because she's black, Nikki?
That is racist.
Eleanor
That's
Roosevelt.
Jesus.
And
Nikki.
Maddie is close.
Who is it?
Mary Todd.
Oh, she's
Oh,
ugly.
Please tell me Michelle is at least one of the queens.
Oh, dude, that's who Lincoln married? Wow.
That's who Lincoln.
God, I love Michelle.
I'm pretty sure she's in here.
She's incredible.
So let me guess. The Joker is Trump.
No, the Joker is Jared Leto, ironically enough.
The Joker is Uncle Sam himself.
I want you.
Yeah, but he's holding the Six of Hearts. So who's the Six of Hearts?
Oh, I didn't know. That's like a
Joker.
conspiracy. Nice. I'm gonna have to look that up. All right,
And then
all
the
right.
six
Hang
card
on.
would lead us to the 12 of diamonds.
That's
Was it hearts or diamonds? It looked like
Okay,
it looked like
Six of Hearts. Sure.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Trump.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter. Honestly, the unsung hero.
From Georgia himself.
Underrated
You know why?
president.
Because his initials are JC, just like our Lord and Savior.
Oh.
Four of hearts.
John Carter of Mars.
Yeah, John Carter.
Oh, this is like Fillmore.
Because
one of
God
those
had
no
no
one
place
cares
on
about.
Mars. That's why it didn't work in the film.
Alexander Hamilton.
Wait, he wasn't
Alexander
a president,
Hamilton wasn't a president. He was the Secretary of the Treasury, first Secretary.
Never going to be president now.
Oh, I thought he was a knife rack.
Carl Lumley has a place in heaven.
I am not a crook.
Dick.
He was in an X-Men movie.
Two of hearts.
John Adams.
Kennedy, because he's on the $2 bill.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Yep, I knew that one. Yeah.
The $2
that was
bill
logical.
is actually Jefferson, but that's okay.
$2 bill Jefferson?
Kennedy is on the $half coin.
I have a $2 bill that has Kennedy on it.
Oh well, I don't know.
Yeah, but there's a big spot where its head is.
Then it's not real.
Right.
Then it's a glory.
No, but no, they do a lot of
Glory hole.
commemorative $2 ones.
I like how we've just started and like our view counter just keeps going progressively.
Hey,
How did this happen?
maybe they dig the prez.
Where did you pull this out of?
Oh, I just own these.
Don't you
No,
I'm a
it's a passion of yours. You
I'm a
collect
big
presidential playing
I'm a big
cards.
history guy.
Dude, you wait till he sees
They run a casino in
wait till he
Georgia.
shows you his
I mean,
Secretary of State
six
chest set.
six of spades.
Six of
Six
spades.
of spades.
John Adams.
John Quincy Adams.
John Quincy.
The racist
Don't be silly.
Oh, Jackson.
Andrew Jackson.
Is that the first like
There's a lot of debate that Andrew
Jordan
Jackson should
president?
be on the $20 bill, that it should be Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, Jackson.
That debate stalled once Trump was elected.
Yeah, Andrew Jackson
Ooh.
was a slave owner.
King of Hearts.
Andrew Jackson was a trade owner.
King of Hearts?
Lincoln.
Okay, now this should be Bill Clinton.
So is
but
Thomas
it's probably
Jefferson.
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
No, but we've already seen Clinton.
George H.
Hillary.
W. Bush.
Think Robin
Trump.
Williams.
Think Robin Williams.
Mrs.
Oh,
Doubtfire.
God. Oh God.
Reagan.
Flubber.
Ronald Reagan.
Bicentennial Man.
What is
The
it?
genie.
Come on, keep thinking.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
The guy
he was
from,
man of the year. He was the
A
president.
psychiatrist.
Not that movie, but yes.
Oh,
you're
okay.
right.
Well, you're talking about presidents, and you asked Robin Williams
No,
with the one role where he's
He
the president.
plays another one though.
Bicentennial
He
Man.
does.
Oh,
Mars
it's
Attacks,
Teddy
I don't
Roosevelt,
know.
right? The butler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What movie
I'm trying
was
to
that?
think
It's
Night
the
at,
Butler.
night at the museum.
Oh,
Oh,
Night
fuck
at the
that.
Museum.
Oh, wait, he's
I
the guy
was
that got
thinking
shot
of
in the
drama.
chest and kept doing his speech, right?
I was trying to think of his like stand-up.
Yes.
Is Kevin Spacey
Okay.
on one of these cards?
Kevin
Yeah, but,
Spacey.
was
but
the president.
unfortunately,
Right,
it's
you
hanging
know.
out with all the young cards.
He's
What about
only
the
go to
Allstate
jail
guy?
card.
Is he on one of them?
Yeah, he's in the mini deck that I have.
Is the Allstate guy on one of them?
Perfect.
Six of
The
diamonds.
Allstate guy was the first black
Martin
president.
King.
Don't you forget.
Martin Sheen.
This
Yeah,
guy
Martin Sheen.
definitely deserves to be hired.
He's been president
Okay,
since
so
1998.
oh,
So
so
Lincoln?
it's H. Bush, first Bush.
It
Yeah, I was
is.
thinking that too.
Okay,
Listen,
you mentioned
Grant
Martin Sheen. You
himself.
want to hear something hilarious?
Even
2
though
years
he
ago?
burned down Atlanta.
Two years ago,
Yeah,
I
but he was
gave
in a
an
comic book
autographed
film, so we
picture of
forgive
Martin
him.
Sheen
Yeah.
Lost my mother for Christmas.
He's been in a couple.
It's rationalizing that.
I know, right?
We had him in a comic book movie. It's all good.
Wait, what comic book movie
I
was
wonder
he
what
in?
President Ford would do.
Okay, on the aces we have
Harrison Ford from Air Force One.
no, we have
Martin
Ace of Diamonds.
Sex Luthor.
Sex. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna shave my head.
No, we have on the aces are like
Benjamin Franklin.
It's not people. It's landmarks.
The White House.
The Illuminati.
Capitol. Pentagon.
Michael Dress.
The skulls.
The Washington Monument.
This one.
Washington
The Pentagon.
Monument. Yeah, every night.
The Bill Clinton monument.
Jeffrey
Erection.
Epstein's Island.
The dress.
Somebody got that.
Oh, Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
I gotta admit, I really didn't like that band. I mean, I'm not into that rock music, but
More like Mount Cushmore, right?
Hey,
no.
I'm down
Oh,
for Mount
no.
Cushmore.
Rushmore.
I was going for you with that joke, Kev.
Thanks, bud.
You're welcome.
So that it
That's
landed
racist.
for
Anybody
sure.
else remember?
That's
Big Time Rush?
racist.
Big Time Rush is a horrible band that teenagers listened to 5 years ago.
10 of hearts.
10 of Hearts.
Is that
I'm
another
not
one?
gonna know John Adams until John Adams.
She has my 10 hearts. John Quincy
Ladies
Adams.
are only the queens.
First ladies are only queens. Is that correct, Kev?
That is
Look.
correct.
Okay.
okay.
So
Bush.
Nancy Reagan.
John Adams' wife.
Ronald Reagan.
It's a 10 of hearts.
Ronald
I mean,
Reagan.
Kevin
Adams.
Spacey did play a couple of
Michelle
different presidents.
Obama.
No, that's only queens. We just said Bush.
I
right?
said Bush three
Oh yeah,
times.
Queens. That's
Oh,
right.
did you? Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Guys, I just want to take a second.
I thought
Can you
Hart was
imagine if
the
George
wife.
W. Bush was president right now?
Holy shit
We'd be going to
balls.
the movies.
All right.
Would be even worse.
We're
if
going to
we were-
baseball games.
Tell you what.
We'd all be dead.
We're going to
Yeah,
do,
I was just about to say that.
So,
we're going
so
to
when
see
he was
Rona.
10 of hearts,
He was an
So
owner of
each
the
heart-
Texas Rangers.
does each heart represent 10,000 soldiers
I'll
that
tell you
died,
what.
or
10
Oh,
broken
George
hearts.
Bush, no
dictated.
matter what you
George
think about him,
H.W. Bush. Oh, all right. Fuck. I messed that one up.
George
Never mind.
H.W. Bush.
Yeah.
Good
Good guess.
I think it's George H.W. Bush. Kev.
8 of hearts. Yeah.
I mean, he's good, but what have you done lately?
How is he lower than W?
I'll tell
He
you
had
what,
2
though,
terms.
Five-
no matter what
Bush didn't Bush then
5
only have
of
1 term?
spades. Bush Senior only had 1 term. That is correct.
John Adams.
He lost to Clinton.
He was the last president to only have a single term.
Matt
I think
Beer
it's
is
great.
so close.
Oh,
John Quincy.
Hold on.
Adams.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Check out that.
Wait.
Check out that facial hair, though.
Look at that.
Mine-
Are
Guys,
they different people?
a
That
boss.
that
Yeah.
was Wolverine.
That guy's ready to
So-
be
John Quincy Adams, 4th president. John
a
Adams.
judge, and I'm going to rule to death.
There's 2.
Oh, well, I remember John Adams because he was in
What
a
about Sam
miniseries
Adams?
called
Yeah,
John
what about
Adams.
here?
2 of spades.
Sam Adams,
Someone
damn it.
really not important.
Gerald Ford.
We're in Boston. Sam Adams. Keep guessing Sam Adams till you get it.
John Adams.
Sam Adams was
No.
not a president.
Yeah.
Sam Adams
John
not a
Adams,
president either.
Now, pull the Sam
Yeah,
Adams.
got it.
Calvin
Yeah.
Coolidge.
Who says you can't learn something on After Dark?
Me.
Oh, Calvin Coolidge, good call. I'll have to pull that one. King.
It's funny. I
of
learn a lot about
spades.
women on a show where women are on.
Harry Truman.
Donald
JFK.
No, I'm dumping the ones I've already done. So King of Spades.
Donald Trump.
General Grant.
No, we already saw Trump. I'm pretty
Obama.
I don't know. I don't think there is a Trump. There isn't a Trump in this pack.
Oh,
Larry
I bought,
Truman.
I bought,
Before
I bought,
Trump
I bought
bring a
this
bloody
prior. I bought this
left-wing
prior.
deck into this.
Harry
you
These
work
are-
for
these are
NBC?
from- These are 2015.
Okay, if it's a king,
Well, they should have known better.
They should have
no,
known.
who's the king? So it's either Washington or somebody beloved, like Lincoln.
James
Yeah,
Madison.
Lincoln. Everybody loves Lincoln.
I thought
He was a
Everybody
Republican
loves
and
Lincoln.
he was
That
liberal.
is for show.
Everybody loves Lincoln.
Yep.
He's the second best Republican president.
Ooh.
See, I want to mention that the actual Abraham Lincoln appeared on Star Trek, the original series, in space.
The
Yes,
real
'cause-
one?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
real one. Yes, they
He's
went
like,
back in
yes,
time.
it is
They
true.
even
I
said that.
am Abraham Lincoln.
7 of hearts.
Oh, this is going to be a tricky one.
Kennedy.
John
This is
Tyler.
someone who's not good and not bad, but very meh.
Sam Adams.
Zachary Taylor.
Dwight Eisenhower.
Grant.
I don't know my
William
president.
Henry
So
Harrison.
Yeah, because
Henry Ford,
Oh shit,
The kangaroo.
Ronald
Ronald Reagan,
Mr.
Hey, he
Anti-Drugs
acted alongside a
himself.
monkey, so why not?
the leader of the silent majority.
If Ronald Reagan was alive today, he'd be an
Dude.
Avenger.
This guy has the best facial hair. 9 of diamonds.
Robert
facial
Redford.
hair. No, that's only Watchmen.
Rutherford Hayes.
Robert Redford. was
Actually,
president
he's got some good ones. He's got some good ones.
Martin Van Buren.
He also does. That's a good call. But Chester A. Arthur.
Arthur, of course.
That is some awesome
That's the one
Arthur.
that I
chops.
forgot about.
Okay, this might
See,
be a
that
weak question.
facial
I've
hair
never
is-
heard of that guy. When was he president?
If Bill
He
Clinton
was
was used already, I would have went with Bill
See, here's
Clinton.
the thing.
Hey, Grant,
I can
answer this
respect
question.
an Abraham Lincoln facial hair. I can
Who
respect
was the first Grant, right?
a Tom Selleck
Well, I'm
facial
from the
hair.
future, so it must be me.
That's upsetting.
They're all from the past. So
What year was he?
10 of diamonds.
10 of diamonds.
Shine bright like a diamond.
JFK,
Only
Easy.
president to serve multiple
3
times.
terms.
Oh,
Roosevelt.
Delano. Franklin Delano. Delano Roosevelt.
Francis.
Ford Coppola.
Oh! I thought you meant like more than 2 terms. You meant literally split terms. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Okay, I don't understand. How do you do
I
that?
used to
thought
have
you
a
can only
board
do
that
2.
would talk to me.
So
Like you pushed a button, it would talk to you.
You
It
can
went all the way up to
only
HW.
serve 2 terms. So he
2
was
consecutive
elected.
terms, right?
So he was elected and then didn't win again, and then went for it a 3rd time and got it again.
So, like hypothetically, the next election, Obama could legitimately run again.
No.
Well, he's already had 2 terms, so no.
Yeah.
So,
They put-
okay, so say for instance, when
But,
let's just say for instance, Biden gets elected and Kamala Harris overtakes him because Biden dies and she loses the next election. That's technically not her doing the election. She can run again later.
Well,
Yeah,
if
she
Biden,
wasn't
is
elected.
correct.
Yes,
That is correct.
if
That is
Biden-
correct, yes.
Let's just say, for example, if Biden died during this term, then
Which is
even
likely.
though Kamala took over for him, this wouldn't count as her first term.
Yeah.
She could still have 2
So
more.
legitimately, 2 days after inauguration, so the 22nd or whatever it is, he could drop dead and she could serve essentially 12 years.
Essentially, yeah.
I mean, that would be that's a new spin on the 12 Years a Slave movie. I mean,
Oh
it could
my
work, but in a different sort of way.
Speaking of which, that's one of those things.
8 of spades.
I think if Michael Fassbender hadn't killed Nazis in X-Men First Class, we would hate him.
Hoover.
Why? Because he's
This
German.
is
Because he
Count
always plays.
Dracula. I mean, William Henry Harris.
Oh, dude, he has an awesome nose. I've never heard of this bloke.
Look at
Combine that with
he's got
Ford
a
and
butt,
get
a
President
butt
Harris
chin,
Ford.
an awesome nose, and look at that hairline.
And his name's
That's the widow's
Willie.
peak.
Serious
Salvador.
widow's peak, right?
He
Yeah.
gave that
I-
widow's peak in. He's like, I want to be
You
like.
think he
Batman.
did?
He has a bum chin and his name's Willie.
President Batman. That's a good
Somebody brought this guy up earlier. 7 of spades.
Garfield?
JFK.
Martin Van Buren.
Bam.
one. Martin Van Buren. How does that exist?
Just put a head of hair.
He can't.
Put a head
Look
of
at that. Yeah. I mean, he is seriously trying to get that that hair grown.
For a second, I thought that was the father from Everybody Loves Raymond.
I thought that was Bernie Sanders.
Well done.
Yes, very well done.
I love Everybody Loves Raymond.
9 of clubs.
Garfield.
Fillmore.
Wait, there's actually a president called Garfield?
Yes.
Yeah, James.
Next thing you're going to tell me there's one called Elmo.
Sam Adams. Is it Sam Adams?
Sam Adams still not a president, but FDR.
Kevin.
What?
By the way,
Sam
Kevin, you're
What?
wait. I just figured
What?
it out. Kevin's split card.
Then why
Kevin's
is he?
split card. I just figured it out. It's Grover Cleveland. Served
What?
2 opposite terms.
Oh.
Yeah, we got there.
I didn't hear you guys fucking answer that one.
Oh, yeah.
I was trying to figure it out. You asshole.
Meanwhile, on the East Coast.
Nice.
And
Yeah, I was gonna
now
say.
the alcohol has hit Maddie's brain.
Welcome. Yeah, exactly.
Wait, wouldn't that make Cleveland the first black president, or a different Cleveland?
Grant, what time is it there?
Different Cleveland. Different Cleveland.
Okay.
Cleveland props.
No.
Seriously,
Jack
though, Grant, what time is
Jack
it there?
Clubs.
4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Woodrow Wilson.
It is 1:09 a.m. here.
Oh God, I don't know. Oh,
Dwight
Eisenhower.
Dwight Eisenhower.
Oh my God,
Who's
that guy
the
could stay you
president
down.
before Jimmy Carter? Reagan?
He looks like Professor X with cancer.
With
Speaking of which, Professor X staying out as the voice
So
spinoff
Lex
of
Luthor?
Bad Professor.
I mean, that's rough, dude.
But
Andy
you're not wrong.
Brainiac was a white guy, I guess.
For a spades, the largest president we've ever had.
Oh, that's Cleveland, right?
I thought you said Donald Trump wasn't on here.
Nope.
No,
Still not the.
No,
Still not
he's
the
not
best.
I
talking
know
about
this one.
in awesomeness. He's
Wolf's
talking
fat
about
ass.
in looking girth.
Right?
Lyndon B.
King
Johnson.
George.
No, Johnson wasn't the fattest.
Lyndon B. Johnson,
Taft.
Taft. Yeah,
Yeah.
Taft.
That's true.
Oh, come
Who
on. What
about
about
W.
that fat bloke during the war? He needed to be in a wheelchair. He couldn't even stand up. He was so fat.
How many more is there left, Kev?
No, Johnson's the one that would.
Oh,
talk
we
to
we
each
can
other.
stop whenever. I would just.
No, I'm just curious.
bullshitting around.
How many of these have we
Well,
done?
there are 52
There are
cards.
52. How many have we done?
Quite a few. This is all that's left right here. So
All right,
we've
speed
actually
round.
done. All right, speed round. 3 of clubs.
Oh God, I'm running out of presidents.
Billy Butcher. I don't know. I've run out of
Billy
presidents.
Butcher, yeah, there you go.
Harding.
Another good widow's
James
peak. James Madison.
Oh, look at that. That's
Wasn't
like
he
my
X-Men?
5 of diamonds.
Shine bright like a diamond.
God damn it! I was just about to
Rihanna.
say Beyonce. Rihanna, whatever it is. I can never tell the difference.
He's not
Grover
Cleveland. Well known for
Andrew Johnson.
Wow.
Not to be
Wow.
confused
He's
with
one of
Andrew
those
Jackson.
presidents that was between
Right.
wig and hair.
A lot of your presidents have like sexual connotations with their name.
No, I'm serious about that.
Speaking
Along
of
the way,
sexual
like, they stopped wearing
connotations,
wigs and they
3
went
of
to real hair.
hearts.
Speaking of
Bobby
sexual
Bill Clinton,
Clinton,
right?
No, we already did Bill Clinton.
Clinton.
I mean, he
Lyndon
won
B.
my
Johnson.
heart.
It's LBJ.
Lyndon B. Johnson, yeah.
Wow.
Johnson.
Look at him go. That's a distinctive face. He would be an actor today.
Oh, dude, for
No,
sure.
I think he
He'd be
would
like
be
a
a skeleton.
character actor on like a political drama
He'd be
or like
playing Red
sort of,
Foreman in that
very
70s
thing.
show.
He'd play a Joint Chief.
That would be awesome.
Joint Chief. I mean, you roll it up and then you smoke it.
Okay, another queen. Queen of hearts.
Michelle Obama.
Nancy Reagan.
Jade
She won my
Yehuba.
heart. Hillary Clinton. Barbara Bush.
Chelsea Clinton.
Oh, Edith
Roosevelt.
Roosevelt.
Okay.
She's,
Bye.
she's actually quite attractive.
She
I
is.
like my answer. Chelsea Clinton.
Chelsea
You rubbed one
Clinton.
out
I
that
didn't
time.
hear that.
No,
Very
Mr.
nice.
Trump, you can't
Listen
marry your
here,
dog.
Beavis. All right.
We'll go with another landmark. Ace of Spades. Holy cow.
The Washington Monument.
The Clinton Monument.
Statue of
Pentagon.
Liberty. That's easy.
Capitol,
Statue of
White
Liberty.
Bam.
Statue of Liberty.
Of course, it was going to be
What's her
Statue of
name?
Liberty. It's the
Great
thing with the
guess.
highest point.
Does she have
Of
a
course, it was
name?
going to be.
Liberty?
Liberty.
Lady Liberty, yeah.
Liberty, Liberty, Liberty. Liberty turned
Yeah,
out to
but
be a Nazi.
in all fairness, she turns into Stormfront. So are we going to call her
Stormfront,
now
yeah,
Lady
that's what I was
Stormfront?
thinking.
She also
love
gets torn down in like every movie. But Millard Fillmore. Sorry, I'm drunk.
There you go.
Wait, 2 of
Fuck
diamonds.
me. I know,
How
right?
is that a president?
Millard Fillmore.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, it's
And I had
like
a
a
little
2000s
interactive
early
warning.
grunge band, the Millard Fillmores or whatever.
The
it's called.
Millard Fillmores.
How many are left?
Just a few. 7 of diamonds.
Another mayor one around Reagan type.
Some more
Jennifer
really
Gardner.
good facial hair here.
Jennifer Gardner.
What?
Sorry, Jennifer Gardner.
I mean, if she floated the other way, then she would have facial.
Oh,
hair.
Rutherford Hayes.
Of course.
Rutherford B.
Yeah,
Hayes.
Rutherford B. Hayes.
Rutherford Beard Hayes, more like
Michael B. Jordan.
2 of clubs.
2 clubs.
Kennedy.
Buchanan.
Simmons.
Ooh, Buchanan.
Grover.
Oh,
Ah,
Oh, is he? Oh, he's there twice.
Yes, get it?
Okay, next one.
Oh, you
Next one is
Josiah Bartlett.
Jack of Diamonds. Sorry,
David Palmer.
Shit.
Benjamin Henry Harrison.
Yeah,
Name
that's
me
another
six
one of
for
those.
president,
Who are
guys.
they?
5 of Hearts.
Jack
So
Ryan.
you're getting into the presidents I didn't even heard of.
Yeah,
Oh, that's Spock.
That was
President
kind of
Hart.
that was kind of the point. I wasn't planning on going this far, but
whatever her name.
Gerald
Oh,
Ford.
wait, no, that my bad, wrong one.
Oh, guys.
will you stop?
President Ford, Air Force One.
We'll go with another queen. Queen of
Get off
Diamonds.
my plane.
Michelle Obama.
Obama.
Nancy.
Martha.
She's a sexy
That's
one.
not
actually.
a woman. That's a man. What are you talking about?
I could probably do some like coloring and just make this Donald Trump. Honestly.
Yeah.
I need is a
You know what I realized this week? Martin Sheen looks like Donald Trump plus Joe Biden mixed together.
What?
Tremendous card.
Yeah,
Nikki, that's all my answer to that one is. Yeah, that's it.
No, he really does.
All right,
No,
we'll
they're
stop. We'll stop after this one. But this guy has the most serious face I think I've ever seen.
No, I know which one you're talking about.
I don't think anybody's
Trump
gonna get it, but
Please be
Madison-
George W. Bush. That'd be hilarious.
it is James Polk.
King.
But check that guy out. Look at that. First, look at the
He's
mullet.
in the top
mullet.
row of that interactive board that I have.
I mean, he is. That's a serious dude.
I thought werewolves were a made of
Check
fiction.
over Billy Ray.
Like
He
he's not
invented
gonna
it.
protect somebody else.
Billy
Oh.
Ray.
No, actually,
Billy Ray's
that's probably the closest to Sebastian Shaw you're going to get.
Bastion Stan.
That's Sebastian Shaw. From
Shaw,
the X-Men.
right.
Okay,
Shaw.
guys. Before we
Sebastian
wrap
Shaw.
up,
Saw
this is
3.
COVID in a heartbeat.
All right, guys. I think we did it.
Yeah.
1 year
Alright,
anniversary.
I think so.
So, we know where everybody can find everybody because we've done this for 52 episodes now.
True. Be on the lookout for the Oculus Quest
Find
2
me in
review.
about 2 hours.
there's-
We need to
there's-
do a few optics.
Well, I'm saying we're damn near at 50. I'd say we're pretty much at 50, we'll say.
We can do a couple this week if you want to get up there.
Yikes. So everybody, honestly, Matt particularly, Grant was here from day one. He was a part of the original show as well.
Oh, that makes sense. With
Yep.
that mustache.
Don't it?
Ooh.
But honestly, this is like made COVID somewhat doable.
Reliable.
Doable. I was gonna say
You caught me.
tolerable.
I am COVID.
Because there's been some time that I've just wanted to go fuck it, and I just go, okay, we need to do something. I'm kind of starting to get down, and we just get online and screw around for a couple hours. So, yeah, let's see if we can do another 50 of these before we get shut down. We've only
uncivilized.
We've only officially had our stream taken down once.
One time. Which
That
I
was
think
my
is an
fault.
achievement.
You want me to play the outro when we do the bye-bye?
Does that count the time that Aaron accidentally shut us down?
No, I think it was the Snyder cut.
Okay, so twice. So
I know. I'm kidding, but I remember.
Listen,
but,
can I just say that was one of my favorite moments ever? Just the blind, because literally
highlights. Yeah.
The close my window and close the broadcast are about 2 steps on my computer from each other, and the fact that I just accidentally ended the show.
That was hilarious.
That was funny.
Maddie, you want me to play the outro when we say goodbye?
Yep.
Okay, just tell me
Love-
when.
Is that the
Love
thing
y'all.
with the weird NFL music?
Hit it.
No,
No,
it's Thanks for the Memories by Fallout Boy. You're going full cheese.
How to get the cat in there?
I love you guys.
Alright, I think that's it.
I'm sure you are.
Bye.
Good for you.